Hello? Hello, hello? Hello, hello? Hello, hello? Hello. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Indy, thank you for the membership. Hello, hello. Look, I'm all dressed up today. I put on my little outfit. Look, I'm all wrapped up and warm and and ready to go. I'm actually super warm today. I did half of my workout before stream. Because, you know, I had a little bit of extra time. I wanted to be productive. So I did half of my workout. And it was so hot today. I even sweat. That's right. The myth of Miwa not sweating has been broken. It was so hot. But hello. Today we are having a 3-hour group watch. So you guys better lock the freak in. Miwa's Sacred Sweat has been released. Yes. Let me eat my vitamins, please. Oh no, you can hear me. I'm sorry. Oh, so embarrassing. It's very quiet. Okay. Why is my mic so sensitive? No more Miwa munching. Well, you'll be very happy to know I have a little snack with me today. I have cucumber and hummus. Ham. Which was very kindly prepared for me by Mezcal, so I shall be consuming this as the stream goes on. What about you guys? Do you have snacks? If you were planning to watch the whole thing, you should go get a snack and we can snack together. Hamu. I have tuna sandwich. Ooh, I love tuna sandwich. You should put sweet corn in it. It's arriving. What did you get? I need to prepare a snack. Yes. I got Monster and popcorn. I hope you had a nice birthday, by the way. I hope you had a good day. I just ate a bowl of beef stew. I'm having beef stew today. I'm having beef stew also. We're twinsies. No snacks, but I just ate lunch. Was it yummy? I have some yellow muffins for later. Oh, I love hearing about what you guys eat. I feel like everyone eats such yummy things. I'll prepare some soon. I'm eating dinner at the moment, no snack. What are you eating? Guys, I look so freaking cute. I look so freaking cute, I can't lie. Well, I have chicken noodle soup. OMG, like the BTS song. I had cinnamon raisin bagel. Oh, that sounds so freaking yummy. Let me have some cucumber. I have... How many sticks do I have? I can't. Baby counting channel now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Hummus is so yummy. Hummus is easy. Top 50. top 50 yummiest things ever. Top 50, yeah, cause I'm indecisive. I'm eating leopard. How do I say that? It's a meat mixture baked with mashed potatoes. Ooh! I love mashed potatoes. I love mash of any kind. I really like mashed sweet. Or sweet potato mash, or anything mashed is so yummy actually. I've never had hummus. You should have it. Mashed Miwa, no. No. And I would be drinking a Monster right now, but Mezcal forgot to get me one from the shop. So, I've been neglected, actually. I would be so happy right now if I had hummus and Monster. Drink water. I have been drinking water. I've already drank like half a liter today. I've been drinking whilst I work out more because I've been getting a lot of migraines. But yeah, today we're gonna watch, finally, we're gonna watch someone climb Mount Everest. Not Mount Everest, whoa. Climb K2 Mountain. And if you've been watching me, you will know I've been following this guy for quite a long time, and we've been watching his journey. We've been listening out for it, and I've been following since before he went to the mountain, and I was keeping up with all of the reports. And sadly, I will have to spoil a little bit for you. Sadly, I do have to say, he does not summit the mountain, but we already know this. We already knew this. He doesn't summit, which is very sad. Which is, yeah, it's a shame. But it will still be a fun watch, I think. How long is the video this time around? It's 3 hours in total. There's not like a big compilation. I had to prepare a little playlist first today. Don't worry about it. I put in that extra work for my Miwa. It's no problem. You're a bit of a mountain girl. Yeah, I think mountaineering is so interesting. I know lots and lots about it, but I don't actually. Last time we did a group watch, we watched the same person climb Mount Everest, and I know a lot more about Mount Everest than I do about K2, so I was able to, give a few little fun facts. Whereas this time, I don't really have much knowledge. She pre-watched it all. I didn't actually. I wanted to save it with you guys. Blush. You can have my first time. I don't know what to make my stream title. Should I change it to be more appealing? Maybe I should change it. Yeah, wait, I'm gonna change it to something baity. Didn't you say you watched like near half? No, I never said that. Well, I didn't watch. Fine, I didn't watch the interesting ones. I didn't watch the interesting videos. I watched the parts that I knew nothing interesting would happen. Please understand. I waited for this for like 3 months. I am climbing a mountain. K2. Live. A live face cam. No, not face cam, because then people will be like, oh, she's flash posting. Maybe I'll just say I'm climbing a mountain. Reacting to big drama today, bruh. I don't want that. The XTX and XTXing is so creepy. Are they the Halloween versions? I can't see. They're the normal versions. What do you mean? They've always been creepy. But yeah, should we jump into it? I'm nervous. Small hand bunny climbs mountain. People have climbed mountains with all of their fingers amputated, so I don't think having small hands is impressive. It's not an impressive feat. Let's move over, I guess. Get straight into it. But I hate when the BGM doubles. Stop that. Turn off. Oh, hey. You turn off also. Wait, I have to turn off my candle. 1 second. So quiet in here. Awkward. Let me move down. I'll go here. And then I full screen. And then I turn on window capture. And then you see, wow, squad. Are you ready? I'm so excited. This is so exciting. Are you ready? Okay, so the videos are in different parts. And they vary in length, but it is just over 3 hours in total. So you have to you have to lock in. I have the tab muted, but I automatically mute any tab I open. It's such a bad habit. Okay. Also, I'll give you some. No, Miwa, I'm doing this all wrong. I need to give you a little. Bring the BGM back. This is too awkward. I need to give you a little introduction to this guy. So, this guy's name is Ryan Mitchell. He has climbed Mount Everest. I think he climbed it when he was 18 years old or maybe 19 years old, so he was super young. And his story is actually pretty epic because he was a popular Minecraft YouTuber. I think he made a big video called like The History of Minecraft or something like that. Maybe you've heard of it. And basically he had like a big life revelation, and he was like, wait, I sit at home grinding Minecraft all day. I want to go do something with my life. So he took the money from his Minecraft channel and went to go climb Mount Everest. And it's very sugoi. And that was a year before this one. That was last year. So then this year he's gone to try climb K2, which if you don't know, K2 is the second most dangerous mountain in the world, I think. I think it's is it the second tallest as well? So Mount Everest is the tallest, but it's not actually that dangerous because of how, well, of course it is dangerous, but it's not as unpredictable. I think the death rate for Mount Everest is currently like 1 in 100 people. The death rate for K2 used to be every 1 in 4 people. However, that's what it's like known for, and that's like a kind of like a buzzword fact, I guess. But in recent years, it's actually improved a lot because K2 is kind of going through what happened to Mount Everest, maybe like the early stages of you know, more people are wanting to climb K2. Because, you know, Mount Everest is overrated now. So more people are trying to climb K2, and yeah, the death rate has improved. So it's not actually 1 in 4 anymore. It's still something scary, like 1 in 8 or 1 in 10, but it's not. A lot of people still think it's 1 in 4, so it has a really bad rep, but it's actually not. I missed the Sherpa Ferber. He's with the same Sherpa for this video. He's with the same climbing company, Madison Mountaineering. And why Madison Mountaineering is a really cool company to watch is that they do a lot of garbage removal on the mountains. So if you don't know, garbage is actually a really big problem on all of these mountains because, you know, you can't really dispose of it. And then people, you know, they're climbing, they're tired, they want to unload as much of their packs as possible. So they kind of just dump it all. But what this guy does, he works with his the company that he's with to remove garbage, so it's actually pretty cool of him. But yeah, that was my little introduction. He is very young. He you have to remember he's a Minecraft YouTuber, so he's probably gonna say like skibbity all the time, but it's kind of funny. Wait, no, before I show you this, I need to show you one of his other videos that I watched recently. Wait, I have to show you because it's so funny. This will be a good introduction to him as a person. This will be a good introduction. Okay. So this is just him climbing a wall, blah blah blah. He got invited to climb you know, like North Face wall, whatever. Well, I need to find the awkward clip. It was. Oh, this is so embarrassing.
I don't feel bad. Who's ready to lock in?
And everyone just ignores him.
Let's go.
That is so good. Cause he's not like a professional climber, you know. He well, he doesn't consider himself one, but you know, he's obviously got quite a bit of experience now. And at this event, it was full of like legitimately like some of the world's best climbers, and he got invited because of his YouTube channel, and he was like aware of that, and yeah, it was very funny to watch. Okay. Anyway, let's go. Please let me know if the volume is too loud or too quiet or anything.
Alrighty. Good morning, everybody. It is day 1 of climbing K2.
Is it good volume?
This is gonna be so sick. We are currently in Pakistan right now, and I am so excited. I've been
I'm
waiting
so
for this trip for
excited.
so long, been absolutely
I've been
grinding
waiting for
for the
this trip
past
for
like
so long.
year and a half, ever since Everest.
I'm also
Just
going to be
getting ready for
eating my
K2 here, the Savage
cucumber.
Mountain. It is absolutely no joke. We got to be ready for it, and I think we have a good shot. So, going to be documenting every single day leading up to, hopefully, fingers crossed, the summits. But yeah, we are currently in a village called Ascoli. We slept here last night, set up tents, and now today we officially begin the trek to K2 base camp. So weather's a little bit sus today.
If you
Hopefully it doesn't
remember,
rain
the
too much,
trek
but
to
dude,
Everest was
like,
super
compared to Everest and Himalayas, look at these mountains. These things are so
there's a lot
thick.
on the way
It's about
to it,
5 to 6 days of trekking before we get to K2
but that's
base
not
camp,
the same
and
for
it's just through this valley,
K2.
so we got a long way to go. It's like 50 kilometers or something like that. So yeah, look at this though. Very nice people in this village, and very nice mountains. I think the team is eating breakfast right now. Personally, I'm fasting for a little longer. Got to keep the body fat adapted. I'll end up eating on the trek once we start going down there. But yeah, I'm gonna link back up with them. We're gonna get all of our bags packed, and then we're gonna start heading down the valley. Such a big operation.
Yeah, it's my first time. I'm so excited.
How many people we got working on this expedition?
Oh, we have 17 porters and a lot of other local staff as well.
So cool. Last chance to turn back, brother.
Last chance? Yeah.
Not on our dead bodies.
Not happening.
All right, so fortunately, we can actually hop in these Jeeps for like 10 to 15 minutes and get further down the valley, get out of Ascoli. But yeah, we're gonna hop on the back.
Something like
Let's
this must
go.
cost so much.
This will be the
Yeah,
last
he
time
does
we use
cost
wheels, and then
breakdowns
it's
of all of his gear
all
and
from
stuff.
here. Let's go.
The gear
Yeah,
alone,
that
I
is crazy.
think,
There's
is like
like
over
30 people a part of
100,000.
this expedition.
And
A lot of
then,
work, a lot of stuff to get
like,
food
to
base
pay the
camp,
company and
everything like that.
everything, that's another 100,000 as well. Which is why, obviously, I said that he doesn't summit this year.
Nice to meet you.
What's your name?
So imagine spending all of that money just to not even like reach your goal. It must really, really suck.
All right, we're hopping off the Jeep here. Nice little building. It's like the little facility here that marks the start of the park here, where K2, Broad Peak, all these massive, scary mountains are. So now we had officially entered the Karakoram National Park. From
I've never
here,
really
we would
seen
need to
mountains like
slowly
this
make our way up
in
the
real
valley
life.
towards K2
Have you?
base camp before we can even begin climbing. This is because altitude is one of the primary reasons people die or turn back on high elevation climbs. So sleeping at different camps along the way, progressively going higher in altitude, gives our body proper time to adjust. Yeah, all right, here we go. So now, yeah, we officially begin trekking here. Got this nice little
What the hell?
path
Mia,
we're
I watch
walking
your
on,
stuff on
actually.
YouTube but
We're
can
going
barely
to a
catch
place
stream.
so
But
there's many
since I'm
different
here, I wanted to
camps.
say I love what you do.
Contrary to
You're my
Everest, where
comfort
you're
streamer.
trekking
What
through the
the
valley
hell?
and there's just so many different little villages.
Dude, that is the
tea houses
nicest
you
thing
stay
ever.
in.
Thank you so much.
Pretty luxurious compared to this, because we're essentially just going to be walking through this valley for days, trying to get to K2.
I'm pausing already. See, sorry, I spoke over him, but do you remember what the Everest trek was like? Basically, the Everest trek was you go through lots of villages, and there's loads of tea rooms, and there's shops on the way, and there's even restaurants and stuff. Whereas the K2 trek is notoriously a lot worse, as you can see. There's not really anything in sight. There's you just gotta keep walking. So yeah, it's a lot worse of a trek.
And we're staying at little campsites. And the main place we're going to today, although there's many different locations we'll get to before we get to K2 base camp, is a place called Jola. So we're going to be moving from Ascoli to Jola today. Then we can set up camp.
What language do they
eat,
speak in
hydrate,
Pakistan?
Very important. And stay there for the night before we move up closer to K2 tomorrow. All right, this is Teray here. He's guiding us up K2. He's a savage.
What'd you say?
Said you're guiding us up K2.
That's true.
Pakistani, that is not a
What time is
language.
this
But
year? What trip is this for you?
I think it's a mixed Punjabi.
Glacier to K2.
There isn't a
Most
Punjabi
people are
in
like, oh, it's such a
Urdu.
scary mountain, so why do you keep coming back?
Well, most people are right. It is a scary mountain. There are a lot of hazards up there, and we try to control them as best as possible or move efficiently through areas where
K2 has a nickname of the Savage Mountain. Did you know this?
also one of the most spectacular and remote parts of the
So a
planet.
lot of people will refer
Greatest
to it as that.
concentration of 8,000-meter peaks in the world.
And the mountain itself.
Largest non-polar glacier that we're about to walk up.
Really?
And the mountain itself is really fun and spectacular climbing.
Ah, it's gonna be awesome. So this is actually the Indus River right here. I heard there's mad lore about this river, but it's so strong, the currents. It's just so much runoff, all from the glaciers in the mountains. And then look at this rock. Brother, these rocks have me geeking out.
Savage.
There's bridge crossing here.
Yeah, it's called Savage
pretty good.
Mountain because there's a famous American climber
Dang.
in
What
like,
a
I
beautiful
forgot what it
planet.
was, it
It's
was
a
like
hostile
1950 or
So
something.
they're pink roses?
He
There's
said
just, like,
that
tons of these scattered throughout the desert valley.
K2 is
Alright,
a
so about
savage
an hour
mountain
into our hour
because
and a
it
half
tries to kill
into our
you.
trek to Jola.
And then
which
since
again,
then people just call it the
continuing down this
Savage
valley
Mountain.
here. But
Hashtag
the
epic.
sun is starting to
Hashtag aura.
peak itself. We're getting some blue skies now lower down the valley, so should start clearing up, which is a good thing and a bad thing because we're gonna be dying of heat. But yeah, depending on if it's been snowing on K2, that's kind of a good thing. Because rockfall is such a big issue on K2, we actually want a considerable amount of snow on the mountain because it holds the rocks in place.
One of the reasons K2 is so challenging is because the weather can be really sporadic, volatile, and hard to predict, so we're definitely going to need some luck this trip. Fortunately, I'm entirely kitted out in the North Face gear, so I'm not even stressing.
Coming up on this sick
Spoiler alert, the problem that he just mentioned is actually the exact problem they never ended up submitting. The rockfall this season was super bad. Sponsored, I think North Face gives him some stuff, yeah. What the frick, spoiled? Yeah, the rockfall was really
Bridge
bad
right
this
now.
year.
infrastructure not too bad out here. Come on now. It's going right over this river. So all of this right here, these rock piles, this is actually a glacier, the Biafo Glacier, and it's running just all the way through this valley. I think it's the lowest glacier in the Karakoram, but so sick. So literally all of this river is practically a result of it melting. Let's go. Picture?
Yes,
Oh, I'm all set, don't worry.
yes.
How heavy are these?
But he's gonna try to carry them like
I
that.
got a picture, you guys? Yeah. Nice. How heavy are these?
Right inside me.
30?
Yes.
30 kilos?
Kilos.
Sheesh.
Yes.
Very strong.
Yes,
Very
boss.
strong. Here, I'll get one with all of us. Hey! Such nice dudes. Come on now. Good vibes out here. Yeah, without them, no expedition in these mountains would be possible. But anyways, another bridge crossed. Now we're just heading further down the valleys of the Karakoram.
He's grown
I
up, he
think we're gonna
doesn't
go
need
for
to
a
ask
bit
to
longer.
carry them anymore.
And we're gonna get to a nice spot for lunch. Maybe even go swimming if we're feeling it. Psych. Just kidding. We're actually stopping right now in this
Sorry,
little
I'm
zone.
sucking hummus off my
We're gonna have a little
finger.
picnic. Yeah, we're just in this little, it's kind of like an oasis in a way. There's so much dry, there's a lot of green on the mountains, but there's so much dryness. Then you just have these little deposits of green. Good place to build a little Minecraft base, as we can see.
So how
Bruh.
most treks to 8,000 meter peaks like K2 are done is you hire local companies like these guys right here. They'll be taking care of us all the way to base camp by putting together little picnics, as well as getting all of the heavy gear up there with the use of porters and mules.
Alrighty, so we're back on the move. Umbrellas came out, I might pop mine in a second. We are over halfway to Jola, and
Hi,
you can
Mia,
actually see
hello.
where we're gonna go. So in between this ridge crest, and then that peak, you can kind of see there's like a valley in between them. So Jola is in there, kind of I think beneath that big hanging glacier. So we can
At
kind of
least
see
he
where we have
doesn't
to
shout
go,
chicken
but it's way
jockey.
further than it actually looks. Let's go. We're in business now. Got a train of some donkeys and mules here. They also help carry up all the gear to and from base camp. Dude, this umbrella strategy is actually a game changer. Alrighty, so we've been trekking through this valley for about 4 hours now, and we're splitting off. As you can see, we're gonna move over to Jola Camp.
Hello,
which is
Miwa.
over here.
Hello,
Yeah,
hello.
definitely a little bit dehydrated, but we're grinding through this right now. We'll be there soon, get some water in, and that'll be a day. So let's go see what this camp is like.
Miwa's got some water in too. Make sure you're drinking, please.
Jola has been spotted. Those buildings right over in that green. We're gonna make it, dude.
Jola, here we come.
That
I think we're gonna make it to Jola.
that guy is way more
Alrighty,
kitted out
we've
than
arrived in
Ryan. That guy had a mask on, a hat
We got
on,
a nice little
and
stream
glasses
for some
on.
water, and we got some greenery here. Very nice, very nice. Let's go find a spot. Oh, this is beautiful. Feels like we're not in the middle of a mountain valley. Let's
Doesn't it make
go.
you sad that you'll never see every corner of the world?
Hot day.
I will never be
Hot day
here.
out.
So here we are setting up the
But I'm
dining
glad I
tents.
can
I'm
see
actually
it
not
through
helping
a
at all, and I just
YouTube
wanted to film
video.
myself to make it look like I was contributing to the camp, but I'm not trying to live a lie like that anymore, guys. I'm being honest.
Moving in. Alrighty, we've pretty much gone camp set up, got some water in, some food in. We got 3 tents right here. Casey and I are in that middle one right there. We even got the solar panels going. Come on now.
Mira should
And
play
then that
Death
big
Stranding
green
for
tent
the
is
mountain
where
climbing. There's mountain
the
climbing in
squad
it.
and I eat dinner, and that's the cook tent made by these very talented chefs. All right, we'll check out the bathrooms now. Should be pretty interesting. Holy smokes, dude. There's like a dozen of these Johns right here.
Wow, so
Just scattered about.
luxurious.
Do they fit in this valley? Not really, but they're pretty sick. Apparently, there was more of these and they got wiped out by an avalanche on like this mountain or something. Which is crazy.
Avalanches are so
I gotta actually
scary.
use this, so nice.
Who's graffitied
Very,
inside
very
the
nice.
toilet?
This is
In
the
the
game
middle-
up here, guys. And then once you're actually on K2, you're using bags. So you just wrap it around your butt and you go inside of that thing. So I don't know if this is worse though. There's like a bunch of flies in here. You gotta like finesse yourself around. Personally, I'd rather the wag bag. Gotta stay clean out here, y'all. This is the best we got.
Best we got. That
We're
looks
nice and
pretty
fresh now.
refreshing.
Come on now. It is evening at Jolas right now. It is just dawning to, like, because today is the first day we are actually out here. Like, we might have 40 more days out here.
Also, guys, something I want to take note of is look at his skin now. I imagine by the time we're finished, his skin is gonna look a lot more different.
This is a long journey for sure. So sometimes you don't even process that until you're out on your first day of actual expedition mode.
Before and after,
Anyways,
yes.
thank you guys so much for watching.
And his
I'm
facial
so hyped,
hair.
To film this and climb K2. This is gonna be awesome, no matter what
Dude,
happens.
I feel so freaking bad for him. He's so like full of hope and you know so excited, and like I'm from the future, so I know he doesn't summit, which must feel so bad.
It's gonna be a great journey.
And
So
look, he's so
you guys
wholesome
tomorrow.
and excited.
alrighty. Good morning, everybody. It is day 2 of climbing K2. We're here at Jolas. We actually just packed up everything. We got up at around 3:30, packed up all of our stuff.
Even
It was
making a
dark out,
party
had
was
some
an
breakfast.
experience.
Now
Yeah.
we're ready to get moving again.
I mean, the
Reason
most
we are
important
having
part
such
is
an
that
early
they're
start today,
safe,
'cause
right?
3:30 is a bit
Knowing when
dangerous.
to turn
I
back
mentioned
is
yesterday that
a big
a
skill
lot
in
of the
itself.
trail to K2 base camp, which is where we're currently working to, so we can start our climb, is washed out. So we want to get there earlier before the heat gets strong. enough to wash out the trail to the point where we can't actually cross it. Yeah, so we got the porters are packing up everything, ready to get moving. Those guys are
Bro can afford to
absolutely
try again, no
strong.
biggie.
So we
That's a
begin our
silly
trek
way
into
to
the
look at
valley.
it,
Our
though.
main goal for
He
today
trained
is to
for a
reach
whole
camp
year
called
to do
Paiju.
this.
Paiju sits at an elevation of about
And this is his
3,400
incline.
meters or 11,000 feet, making it perfectly low enough for our bodies to continue adjusting to the high altitude.
All right.
And if you don't know, sorry. If you don't know, mountains like these, there's always a summit season. So even though you can technically climb it out of season, there's always like a small window, of when people do climb it. So like, for example, the month of July, because that's when the weather is best on the mountain. And it depends what country the mountain is. You know, it's usually during the summer because a little bit warmer. But like, for example, Everest, at Everest, you need to climb the mountain before monsoon season happens in Nepal. So yeah, there's always like an optimal season. So if you fail during this one season, fail in quotation marks because, you know, it's kind of evil to call it a failure, then you have to wait and come back like a whole year later. So it really sucks to, you know, miss out on this opportunity, you know? Like, he can't just like go back whenever, you know? He has to try aim for the next window if he wants to do it again. Maybe he'll say that.
Be currently heading out of Jolas back there. Such a nice day out. Yeah, we're just gonna be working along this river, take a left.
It looks so
at this,
beautiful here.
little intersection here and start bouncing up that way. Lock it in. Let's go. He's a madman. Oh!
I would
So now
slip
it's gonna
and
make
die.
sense why we woke up early and the trail keeps getting washed out, because as you're about to see, we're going to be walking up along this huge river here, and that's coming all off from a glacier further up on the trail. So as the day gets hotter,
That's so
more and more
crazy
water
that
melts
all
off
of
it,
this
and it
is from a
creates some issues.
glacier.
Yeah, what is this thing?
Oh, that's the digging for the road.
Oh, yeah, that must be it. Dang.
Damn, the
Yeah, so
road
it's
isn't
digging for
even
the road, you
done.
think? That's so sick. But essentially they're trying to keep building the road out along this ridge here.
Oh, but this is so cool because this is like, you're seeing more and more the commercialization of K2 already. And if you think about it, this is the year 2025. 2025, and there's not even a dug out road all the way to the mountain. I think the first K2 summit was in like the 1950s. So people have been doing this trek for what, like 70 years, and there's never been a road. That's so cool. Or like a road in quotation marks, because you know, it's kind of just a big path. But that's so interesting.
Along this hillside so they can get cars to and from Paiju easier. Yeah, I guess that's kind of interesting. You think they'll try to get as much infrastructure built to commercialize or
But I
make
literally
getting
said
K2
that.
easier.
Literally
You
said
already
that.
know. I'm gonna get a quick pinch of Himalayan pink sea salts. Gotta get those electrolytes in. You want some? I would love some. If this sun don't let up soon, might be time for the umbrellas, brother. All right, we've been going for a while now. We took that break, a few hours in. We have some
I feel
big
like I'm
news.
overdressed
So we're
for
gonna be
this
working up
spot.
along this for a little bit.
Me
And
and
we're gonna
watching
enter, it
Detected,
seems like
bro.
that, like,
I
plateau
promise I
area, which
haven't
looks
watched
pretty
this
cool.
video.
These mountains are sick. And that right there is
This
Paiju
one.
Peak. And then at the base of Paiju Peak is the camp of Paiju. So we're making some good progress here. Damn fly. We'll be there. I mean, it's still pretty far away, but yeah, we'll be there
And
soon.
some peaks starting to
You
become
already know.
unclaimable due to hotter
Getting hot
weather.
out.
That's
I
what
ain't built for
happened
the
this
heat.
year on K2.
Let's freaking get it. Oh, Damn, that was sleek. Ladies, my DMs are open.
Ew.
Lady. I'm a Discord moderator.
I'm pretty sure he
5
has a
seconds.
like a fiance, by the
Some of them
way.
have over 100 members, my lady. Let's go, crew. Hey. Let's go.
She's a Discord mod
Hey.
too. Pog crazy.
And we've now reached that nice little meadow I was talking about. We're kind of working up along that hillside all earlier. Sun is beating. But essentially, we got Paiju Peak right up there. Look at that thing.
Come here, his
Thing looks freaking
kitten.
sick. There's actually a
Please
few
don't
buildings at the
ship
camp
me
we were
with a
just in. I
random
wonder what
YouTuber.
Paiju camp would be like. So. And this is the last camp.
This might
before
blow
we're on
your
the
mind,
glacier.
but I'm
So,
not watching these
that'll be
videos because I'm
What's
attracted
your
to
name?
him. I think
Name?
his content is
What was
very
that?
epic.
Ulaya? Nice. Awesome.
Oh my god.
Thank you for the Coke.
Wait, look, that mountain in the background looks like a castle. It looks like an Elden Ring castle in the background. So poggers.
Back on the move.
She said he's ugly.
Yeah, we
I don't think
should.
he's ugly at all. But
We should be getting to
I'm not a fangirl of
a
him in
washed
that
out
way.
section soon,
No
apparently.
shipping, please.
Because the whole reason we started early today was so we could beat the heat. Okay, I could be wrong, but I think this area right here, this little beach we're on, is the washed out section. Obviously it's dry right now, but as the day goes on, this river right here just gets more and more intense. And then I think it would just make it kind of impossible to get through.
We should
The water
mute
got
the
up to here.
mountain.
So good.
I don't
We
think
got
I
out
want
here
that.
nice and early. Some serious stuff right here. Ooh, good traverse. Holy smokes.
Holy smokes.
Boy.
Fine then, I'll be his kitten. You can be his
Well, good thing we
kitten.
know not to take that right turn. Holy smokes, this is beautiful. On the white sand beaches. I thought we were climbing K2. I think we are almost at Paiju. Because as you can see behind me, we have Paiju Peak standing nice and tall. Thing looks absolutely sick. Yeah, you can see the glacier up there. Oh my gosh, look at those. Those are so awesome. I'm telling you though, like the hardest part
Is there a
about
pollution?
the K2 trek.
I mean,
is
it's
the heat.
definitely not fresh
Like,
water.
this place is actually just so
It's water
dry
from
and hot.
a glacier. But look, it's all sandy. It will not be clean water.
Boy, let's go. Now that has to be one of the finest bridges we've crossed. Look at that thing. Yeah.
Why doesn't he
It's been
summon
a roller
torrents
coaster of
already?
emotions. I thought we had way further to go, but we can actually see Paiju Camp now and the Baltoro Glacier, which is the glacier that comes off of K2. But as you can see, we have all of those mountains. You can actually see,
Well,
Broad
they
Peak is
look
way
like so
behind us, which is
stereotypically
the
like
mountain right next to
up
K2.
down
But
lines.
you can see that greenery right there. Someone planted a bunch of saplings and bone mealed them. That's where Paiju Camp is. Probably some water, that's the reason there's a camp there. And then all the way on the distance is the Baltoro Glacier, which is where we'll start walking up tomorrow. And I'm assuming end up going to the right towards K2. So, bam. Holy smokes. We are getting into big mountain territory. Ah, such nice
The umbrellas
greenery.
look super heavy.
Brother, we did it.
Mike,
A nice
do you
6-hour
agree?
day through the desert. Another one under the belt here. So we got the entrance to Paiju right there. Oh, we got Paiju Peak itself.
Whoa, that's
Alright, same drill as
massive.
yesterday. Gonna find a nice campsite.
It's so crazy how steep
then
the
set up our
incline
tents and
is.
everything.
You know,
Make sure
like,
you get a lot of water.
that's a cute
Only
little
4
gate.
space toilets over there. Only 4.
Those
Oh,
look thick.
5.
Yeah, they look really
6.
thick and heavy.
Oh dang.
Looks
There's even little
dusty.
buildings here. Thanks for guiding us through the desert terrain.
No problem.
Not the fist.
Psych, we're not gonna set up
The
tents
fist
yet
bump.
because once again,
Oh, that was so
those-
awkward.
Psych,
Oh my
Thank
god,
you.
that is so
thanks for
embarrassing.
guiding us through the desert terrain.
No problem.
Psych, we're not gonna set up tents yet because once again, Those porters are carrying them up.
You're
they got a
so
lot of stuff to
goofy.
carry.
Yep.
Absolute hustlers. We got a little bit of time before they get there, so I'm gonna take a nice little shower. We got a faucet here, and we have a little cup that I can pour it on myself.
That actually
You know
looks
you've
so
already been
nice.
stripped down to your core when this is what you're looking forward to at the end of the day.
I feel like I'm not allowed to look. It's too inappropriate.
Let's freaking go. Much better. My feet, bro, they're burning on this. Bro, my feet. Oh my gosh, this is hot as hell. Wow. Damn. What the hell? I was just trying to ground. Get rid of my electricity in my body. Damn, it's hot. Holy shit. Oh. Ow. Oh.
Why would he do that? Why did he do that?
Alrighty, Casey and I are fully moved in with this insane view. So sweet. Then as always, we got the little dining tent here.
What? It even has a
And then
tablecloth.
that's the cook tent over there where they make the meals and everything. Look at that, dude. We just
Bearing
got
in
our whole
mind, all of
civilization set
this
up
is
just like
only
that.
for like
At this point in
3
the trek,
or 4
being at
climates,
over
I
11,000
think. Isn't
feet,
that
It's
crazy?
super important to stay hydrated and eat enough so your body has what it needs to make more red blood cells and adapt to the thinning of oxygen as we're going up in altitude. To prepare for this even more, I even hit a quick Wim Hof routine in the tent, which is a strategy I believe helps with acclimatization.
Look at this sun setting over there. Camp looking nice. Dang, what a good second day. Thank you all for watching.
20k plus chip. Well,
Good
it's
morning,
a lot
everybody.
more than
It is day 3 of
20k.
climbing K2.
More like
Look at this. So essentially
100k.
we're in this campsite called Paiju right now. This is where we slept last night. We just picked up all of our tent stuff right there. It's this beautiful little green oasis in this dry valley, and we can see where we're gonna go actually today. We got about a 7-hour trek. Actually, it's gonna be mostly on glacier. We got the Baltoro Glacier right there, which is actually what's coming off of K2. So now we're just gonna go eat some breakfast, get some fuel for the day, because we're gonna need it. It's gonna be a long one. Then we're gonna start trekking to Adurkas.
Today's objective is to move from Paiju to our next camping location, which is called
Paiju
Adurkas.
sounds too much
It's
like
going to be one of our
Paimon. It's
longest days
triggering
so
me.
far, but this camp is one of the coolest camps that you'll find on the way to K2. So we ate some breakfast and got on the move.
Yeah. 6 more toilets over here. Insane. It's
Genshin
like a
never
pretty
leaves
nice
your
start of the
mind.
day here. We're gonna be working
This
along
reminds me
these
of Genshin Impact.
sandy gravel hills for a bit, and then we can't see it
The
now,
mountains?
but again, after we get over this roll, we should be able to see the Baltoro
I haven't played
Glacier.
Genshin in like
then we'll
5
hop onto
years,
that.
and I
Now, I know I said yesterday
and
we were
I
gonna see
still
some good
rage
views
bait with
yesterday,
it.
but today we're actually seeing some crazy stuff. Alrighty, little progress updates. We're about 30 minutes in to the trek to Adurkas. So I mean, literally the Baltoro Glacier is right there. We're about to hop on it. There's even like a little village right there. Maybe a military camp. Yeah, we got this huge stream runoff right here. But the thing is, so we've been mostly on like trail this whole time. Very easy stuff, come on guys. Once we get on the glacier though, the path is much more mysterious. And harder to recognize because there's just rocks everywhere. So it's gonna get a little bit more tricky to navigate. But oh dang, look at that thing. That is just all glacier. Although it looks just like gray rock and dirt, that is the Baltoro Glacier right there. That is what's causing all of this water to run.
Yeah, literally just looks like land.
Just melting off.
It just looks like
And, oh, bro,
continued
this is so
land.
scenic. Yeah, although this glacier looks big, it's actually just receded so much. I mean, you got to think about it. This whole valley was once a glacier, but it's just all melted. Pretty nuts.
That is crazy. That is so
Quick
crazy,
little
actually.
phone notes. I just recorded a money shot, so I'm just letting future me know that there's a money shot on the phone. Alrighty, we've currently just descended from this plateau here onto this nice little sandy beach. Once
Dirty
again, our
lands
final
again.
time on one of these
I
like
think
that.
it's super
We're currently at
dusty.
an elevation of 10,900 feet, and I imagine this is the lowest we're gonna be in elevation. I'm not sure where the route is on the glacier here, but yeah. So this is the lowest we'll be in the valley, and start making our way up to K2 summit now. Only up from here. Let's get it.
Now that we were in front of and about to walk onto the glacier, we were getting hit with this really cool breeze, but fortunately, I'm kitted entirely in North Face gear, so I wasn't even getting
Bruh.
cold.
Dang, this is so sweet. We're literally just surrounded
Hashtag
by
ad.
glacier. And you can see this giant just like wall and all the water's coming from that. Absolutely crazy. So we were just down there. And we're just
Wow,
gonna
I
be
better go buy
navigating
some
our
now
way through the
too.
glacier. It's like a maze of rocks and ice basically. Now we have finally made it on a glacier, and we're gonna be on one for
The
the next
highest I've been is 5K,
30
but this
days.
looks worse somehow.
Oh,
Well,
look at
this is
I
double
was
that height.
wrong.
I think this is 11K right
Nature
now.
prevails. Beautiful little pink
Cute.
flowers
So
in
pretty.
this crazy environment. Let's get to the top of this hill here. It should be pretty scenic at the top. We got some strong lads here.
Yes.
Heavy loads getting through this rock.
It makes me so sad to see older
Good
men
job,
have
guys.
to do this.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Hey, it ain't that much elevation gain, but it's
Kinda, that
honest
makes me a
work.
bit sad
Many more to come.
to see older
Now-
people doing
Ooh.
physical work.
Trango Tower? Some of it? Nice. Made it to the top of this hill, had a nice little break. And you can actually see where we came from, all that green over there. Made some good distance so far.
Yeah, all
Continuing
that
on
green.
forthward, it just
Smile.
looks like a bunch of dirt hills and stuff we gotta navigate through, so that's what we're doing right now.
This is a lot less
we
scenic
got
than
some
the
good cloud
Everest
coverage
track.
today.
It's also like brown and gray.
Very nice. This is actually kind of barbaric. There's so much glacier that we have to travel across. Like mentally, this is just looking at this is like, what the heck, bruv? You have to go, I think we're gonna go more towards the right here and like hug this whole mountainside. But dude, it just keeps going on and on with these gravelly hills.
Walking on gravel is so awful as well.
We got some nice directionals here.
Oh,
Paiju
nice.
Camp that way. K2, etc. This way. Let's go. And what? Foju Camp? Head straight up this John. Dude, we are actually just in a glacial wasteland right now. All around us, just tons of glacier. All dusty and stuff.
In the middle
but
of nowhere, that would
basically just
freak
progress
me
so
out
far.
so
Oh,
much.
dude, there's so many flies up here. How are y'all even alive? Dude, these flies are actually horrendous. There's one on my camera. What is going on?
I hate
How are they
flies.
even alive and thriving up here? Like, there's at least 5 on me right now, I think. Oh, there's another one. Oh, damn.
Ew!
Gotta stay moving. Come on, fellas. I know that beef tallow sunscreen tastes good, but get it from somewhere else. Dude, get these flies off of me. That's actually outrageous. There's so
The
many of
fact
them.
you can see them on camera is crazy
They
as
must be
well.
coming from that cave right there. Have you seen any mossy cobblestone or something?
Any what?
Like, there's gotta be a fly spawner around here. Now,
Why-
that's what we call a summit right there.
Why does he keep doing like...
Big peak. Holy smokes. This is how we have to entertain ourselves when you're surrounded by barren rock and glacier for miles. One on my hand, 1, 2,
Ew!
3. What the heck's going on, dude? What the heck? Get off!
Ew, I would hate that.
These guys are doing the most gritty job I've ever seen. They're trying to make like a path right here so the donkeys, mules, and people can get across the stream, and they're just taking rocks from underneath and making a path with it. Good work. This is crazy, dude. The glacier's just constantly melting it out. Alrighty, so we've pretty much made it off of the Balturo Glacier.
Ew,
You
the
can see it's right
flies
our
on
left still.
him.
Flies are still bad, but not as bad.
If this is not as bad,
But
that's
now,
insane.
much nicer trail versus walking through all that grime. So we're just gonna kind of head
Hiking
through
in
this
shorts is
trail
kind of
here
crazy. Oh yeah, I didn't
and
even
wrap around
realize.
this big mountain we're under right now.
I
Which
wonder
is
why he
actually a
chose
huge
to wear
peak, by the way. We
shorts.
just can't see the summit. But yeah, we're just gonna move through here. And then I imagine after we get along this, should be able to see some cool stuff, maybe even be closer inside of Urgurkus.
For the
Know how you
views,
pronounce it.
fan
Yeah, we still got a
service.
couple more 1,000 feet of elevation to catch. So that should be pretty fun. Hopefully we'll clear out some of these flies. Dude, like they're floating around. This is unbelievable.
I'll actually
Anyways,
take a
I'm done complaining about
flamethrower.
them. Gotta stop being a baby. Gotta man up.
No, toxic mindset. Bad, bad, bad. Don't say that.
We have just come so far along this glacier and just on this hillside right here. I mean, it's just been a slog. But we're at this point now, and basically we're surrounded by some gigantic peaks. I mean, dude, look how sick this is.
They're
It looks like a castle.
huge.
That is so sweet. Anyways, we're gonna have lunch. There's actually a military camp right there. You can see some red tents and stuff. We're gonna stop there, fuel up. Yeah, now that we're at like 12,000 feet,
Use a castle too,
staying
pop
hydrated and
crazy.
eating is more
I
important
actually swear I
than
haven't
ever,
pre-watched
essentially.
this.
You really can't be slacking. Seriously, I'm so grateful for this opportunity to be here right now. Like, this is so...
I swear, don't smile
sick.
emote me. I
Would you
pinky
guys trust this
promise.
bridge right here?
No, no.
Dude, look at
Hell
this
no.
thing.
I'd actually cry. I think I would cry before I stood on that. That is the scariest bridge ever.
Whoa.
These are
Just-
guys in here.
Just chilling in there, getting out of the rain. You love to see it.
Oh my god, they have coke up
Oh,
this
dang.
high.
There's a few different buildings. So this whole area is called Trango Base. Pretty sick. And look at this. We got an ibex skull right next to the Trangos. Yeah, it's just like a little military base, I think.
Oh, they have little plants growing
Got
in the
these
cans.
buildings. So yeah, we're stopping at this base. Yeah, just getting some food. We're also gonna fill up our water because we got some glacial runoff over there we can fill up at. But Trango Castle in the back, super sick. So you guys already know, we're popping out a protobar here. 15 grams of all natural protein.
5% off with the link in
I mean, we're pretty much maining these
description.
all the way to the top of the mountain. Second thing I pretty much only brought for food is
15%
fungi,
off for
peanuts, grass-fed
this.
tea,
There's a
raw
link in
honey, and ancient sea
description.
salt. Good for digestion, slow burning fats, and of course, chomps. 10 grams of
Chomps?
easy protein. But anyways, thought it'd be interesting. Literally, that's all I brought for snacks for this entire trip, so that's how we're fueling it out
Guys,
here.
we can't
Really
complain about
quality
ads when he's
protein,
literally
quality
risking
carbs,
his
quality
life
fats.
and spent
We wanna
like
give our body good stuff while we're
$200,000
beating it down.
dollars to do
Perfect
this.
water source right here. Just coming right off
Bro
of the
needs to
glacier.
make back some money.
Alrighty, we are back on the move, making good progress, and I come with good news. We are 5 kilometers from Adurkas. We're just gonna keep working through here, and we'll be in there in no time.
Gonna do those bars and sit on the couch all day. Yeah, I don't think we're the target
So we finally
audience
got
for
ourselves
that.
some real glacial ice right here. Look at this stuff. Actual ice.
Finally,
And
some
wait till you
ice.
see the source. Look at this peak right here.
Wow.
Dang. You just got this huge glacier ice fall coming off of this thing, and it's running down basically right where we are. This is where all the ice came from, up there. It's just slowly creeping down, just like the Khumbu ice fall from that
Going
peak.
to need one to
it's
climb the
this crazy
stairs to
looking
bed
environment.
later.
I mean, just to put into perspective how strong the glacier is, it doesn't stop for nothing. Not even
Only
those
ads I
gigantic
want to add
boulders.
from Miwa merch.
No way.
20 days remaining to
cucumber
get
in the
your
rock.
Miwa new outfit merch, by the way,
That's
guys.
crazy.
Only 20 days, so
Surprising.
if you want
Alrighty,
Miwa
y'all.
Daki,
After
Miwa
literally-
Standy,
how long has it
Miwa
been today? It's been easily like
keychain,
6 hours so
Miwa
far.
stickers,
Something
Miwa
like that.
poster,
6 hours
Miwa
trekking along
Jackie,
that glacier, the Baltoro Glacier.
then
Along all
please
those
check
rocks.
out my merch.
Sun came out. It's beautiful. We are finally in
cute.
sight of Erdurkas. So yeah, we've just been.
And if you want
flooding
Miwa
through this
t-shirt or
valley.
Miwa
I mean,
hoodie,
dude, the
I also
peaks
have
are
that.
absolutely immaculate right now. Getting wordy out here, but bam, you can see Erdurkas is right next to that big leafy green.
You should
pile.
send him Miwa
And dude,
merch and
there
have
are
it
so
featured
many
in a
tents
climb.
there. It's a whole
I
civilization
think
up
he's
in here.
got
Looks
much
like a
bigger
pretty
things
cool
reaching
spot.
out to him.
Definitely not as much of an oasis compared to the
I'd
last
have to
camp,
send
so
him
looks
Miwa merch and a
like
check of
not
like
as
$1
much
million.
trees or anything. Looks like there's gonna be a fly problem as well, unfortunately. Let's go, we're back in the green. Unlike my stock portfolio. Well, there's the Baltoro Glacier. Well, we just came up.
Say that every time
And
he
here
plugs something.
is
Okay.
Erdurkas. What a sick camp. And look at the squad, just chilling on the rock. This is sick. Oh, the goats. Let's go, Tom Brady.
Who is
I don't
Tom
actually watch
Brady?
football, but dang, this
Oh.
is sick, dude. It's like
Football?
an actual city up here. All right, is this a spot?
There's so many people
Home
here.
Sweet home is right.
Do you have the Daki for yourself? I do. I ordered the bundle for myself.
All right, well, tent's all set up, like I just said, but I gotta go to the bathroom bad.
You gotta take care of that.
Yeah, I just don't know which one to go to. There's so many,
Right there, you gotta do.
so many choices. We got 4 down. I just gotta choose, man. This is bad.
I'd live here. There's no
That one doesn't have
internet.
like a toilet in it. That one, the closest. You can only pee in that one. Bro, please don't be someone in here. Please. Please. Someone in here. Oh, fuck. Oh my gosh, what the fuck? Jesus. Oh my days. Can I go this one? Okay, there we go. Holy,
Ew.
holy bro. Alright, we've slowly downgraded our shower. Now it's just a hose. And here we are, 7 p.m. at Erdurkas. Oh my goodness, this is stunning, dude. But yeah, we just had dinner. Throw that on screen. Absolutely
looks so
scrumptious.
yummy.
The chefs here are
That
are
looks
cooking
so,
it up.
so
Can't
good.
complain at all. Anyways, that's gonna be it for day 3 of climbing K2. 2 more days just about until we're at K2 base camp. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching.
No problem. You're welcome.
Alrighty, morning y'all. It is day 4 of
Morning,
climbing
morning. Good
K2,
morning.
which means we are more than or equal to
His cheeks
one-
are already a
1/10
bit red.
of the way
Yeah,
through this
he's
expedition.
already more
But
red.
anyways, we got a stunning day out today.
Oh, it's so
Let's freaking
beautiful.
go. Chilling up here with this donkey mule. We got another pretty long day today, just like yesterday. We're going to a place called Goro 2. Well, that's the camp name, but we're gonna be just in that vicinity, setting up camp tonight. So we're gonna be migrating from where we are right now, which is Erdurkas, which is a very
I wonder
sick
if the
camp.
water,
And we
how
came
safe
all the
that
way up
water
that
is to
valley
drink
yesterday, and we're
from the
pretty much
glacier.
gonna continue going down it and kind of come
Surely
to the
they
right over
treat
here.
it, right?
till we get
Surely
to
he
Goro
puts something
2.
in the
Of
water.
course, we're going to be navigating over glacier, I assume, but blue skies. We're going to see some
It's so
insane peaks today.
pretty.
Today's game plan is to move out from Erdurkas and make our way far up the glacier closer to K2. There's not really a name for where we intend on staying and setting up our new camp for the night. It's nearby this other camp called Goro 2, but I would say it's just about here on the glacier.
Goats are just chilling.
Cute.
Let's go. And the cows. Look at
No.
these dudes. Oh, damn. He didn't like you rolling up on him like that. All right, so we're leaving Erdurkas right now. I forgot to get B-roll of the breakfast. Sorry, guys. So here's some peanut
Boo.
butter. But we had eggs, bacon, and some
Wait,
granola.
I love
Very nice.
Jif
We're
peanut
actually gonna
butter.
be descending for a little bit. Before
Isn't
we
Jif American?
are on flat.
Is it Jif that
or
I'm
going
thinking
up.
of?
And
I
we're
think
gonna be
it's
heading
Jeff.
this way, back over to the Baltoro Glacier. Walking through this field of mules and donkeys.
There's
Hello.
one peanut
Good
butter
morning. I'm
brand
great. How about you?
that my dad would
Yeah,
always
Brian.
get
You
from
remember- what's
Costco,
your name?
and I think it was American.
Musali. Okay, I won't forget.
Skippy!
Musali.
It's
Have a good
Skippy.
one.
I'm thinking of Skippy.
Yeah, this should be a pretty
Skippy
fun day.
peanut butter.
We should be able to see Broad Peak and Dr. Brom 4 pretty well today, especially considering how clear it is out, which of course are some of the highest mountains in the world. Yeah, it looks like yesterday we had way more elevation gain, but today I think it's going to be relatively flat, and I'm assuming we're going to be hugging the right of this mountain and moving up alongside all
I have a
these
jar of Skippy
glacier
right now.
rocks.
Are you eating from it?
Currently moving back through this mess of a glacier. Very nice. That water looks plungeable.
Fungible, but maybe a little bit heavy on the mule feet.
This one is
Wow,
tempting
that
right here.
one's so beautiful.
That looks pristine. But we got some sussy stuff on the snow there. Just like yesterday, we're currently in the Baltoro Glacier, just navigating our way through. We've been going for like 30 minutes or something. Got some streams to cross right here. Here, slip by these guys.
I demand a woman beholds
Oh.
me.
Going at it.
Oh, poor
first,
baby. Poor baby.
We just had our first helicopter flyover. Somewhere in there, I can't see. Oh, over there. Pretty wild. Yeah, so if you guys watched the Ever series, there was
We
like
did.
literally every 20 minutes, heli after heli flying through the valley. Because K2 is so much more remote, flights are like $25,000 each. So everything is portered up, no fresh steaks getting flown up to base camp. And also that means, well, you're far less likely to get rescued, and you know, if you got frostbite on Everest, you're able to get helied out of camp 2, even camp 3 now. But K2, you got to get yourself down, or else
Wow,
gonna be in
you
a
can
little
get
bit
a
of debt,
helicopter
my
from
brother.
Camp 3. I didn't know that now.
All right, still just trudging our way through the Baltoro right now. You know the grind, but we got some interesting peaks right here. So that right there is Mashabram, and it's actually nicknamed K1. Its original name was K1 because
It's K1, it's K1.
when they did the initial surveys of this region, they actually thought that was the tallest peak, and it's not an 8,000 meter, which is so funny.
Actually, it was the first peak that was surveyed in the area, not the first one that they thought was the tallest. So stop acting like you know what you're talking about, because you clearly don't.
Nice. You were on the bridge, right? All of you? Nice. That looks extremely heavy. How much we got? How many kilos?
22 above.
20, 22,
25.
25 kilos.
Yes.
Moving all through the glacier. It's hard work.
This weight is 32 above.
30.
Above.
Good guys. All right. Could go for a little ice climbing session on one of those glacier formations.
Am I tripping on Miwa uses gigantic scarf as a blanket? No, I use it as
Just
a
hustling,
scarf.
dude, in, like, the
As
street
black
shoes.
scarf.
I mean, we all got trail shoes, trail boots.
K1
These
is
guys just don't keep it down.
7,800. Wow, so close to being 8,000.
Alrighty, successful picnic right there. And if you're wondering how the heck we had a picnic out here, all those porters we've been seeing that are with us, the chefs, guys who have all the food and the tents and stuff, they're coming all the way with us to base camp. And of course, they're kind enough to give us a little nice picnic on our way up to Goro 2, which, although we can't see, is somewhere over yonder. But it's probably like 2 more hours to get over there. So not too far, but still a bit of glacial, dusty dirt navigation to go. It's just the most refreshing water you can get.
Like, how clean is that?
Yeah, that's just electrolytes.
Ew. He did a solo Everest climb recently. I'm not impressed by anyone who does a solo Everest climb.
Goro
I
2.
think that's a very silly thing
Another
to do, no
camp
matter how skilled
on
of
the
a
way to
climber you
K2.
are.
This is Goro 2 right here. It's
In
actually
fact,
the
I think
camp
Nepal is making
most
it
people will stay
mandatory
at,
to not do solo
if they're
climbs
trekking to
anymore. I
K2
think
base
you
camp,
have
they'll
to have
stop
at
here
least
for a
one
night.
person
But
making that.
because we want to go to K2 base camp tomorrow, we have to go a little bit further just so tomorrow isn't as long of a day. So there's another campsite, I'm assuming within an hour further. But it looks like a poppin' spot. Got some tents right there. Even more activity over there. We can go check it out. There's a bathroom. No more space toilets. Yeah, then we just have even more
Hello,
of a
Mila.
little
Hello.
civilization right there. All the donkeys of other groups have just arrived. Yeah, so we're just gonna go, yeah, I'd say an hour
You can handle
further.
it.
We're just gonna call
It doesn't
this
matter if you can handle it
campsite
or
we're
not.
going to, 'cause I don't
Mountains
think
are
it actually has a name.
unpredictable.
We're just gonna call it Goro 3. Time is
Doing a
flying
solo
by. We're
climb
only on
of
day 4,
Everest
but
is bad.
almost at base camp already.
I'm pretty
Before you know it,
selfish.
We'll be climbing, and fingers crossed, summiting. Oh, this final walk to camp ain't bad at all. This is so scenic. These giant glaciers pushing up out of the ground. We are in the freaking mountains. Boys and girls, let's go.
Yes, right. Oh, sorry, I'm spinning on my chair.
Oh, we're getting there. Camp is somewhere down there. Well, after 8 hours of trekking through the valley, oh my gosh, it's just been a slog moving through all of this glacier. I believe this is where we are setting up camp for the night. Let's go. Fist bump, brother. Let's go.
Oh, he
Long
got
day.
it this time.
Long day out. As you can see, that is the dining and cook tent, so we're gonna set up our tents somewhere in this
All the
area.
rocks gotta make your
Unfortunately, no
knees
space
and
toilets.
ankles
This is
kill.
tragic.
I
think you
know, it's
actually
crazy.
Take a left through here, yeah. Then K2 is like hidden behind these peaks right now. But we'll see it tomorrow. In the meantime, let's go get set up. Alrighty, camp is all set up. As you can see, I'm all moved in here. We got a little foam pad, inflatable sleeping pad in the sleeping bag. Hopefully can protect us from this rock penetration from underneath the tent.
Ooh.
It's a bit brutal.
Got this nice little
Hey, he's got the
stream to
grippers
fill
out.
here. Just some glacier melt off water. Of course, we're gonna use a steri pen to make sure it's all good, because
Oh, okay.
I checked up there to see if anything was dead or there's poop up there, but it looked pretty good to me, so.
There's nothing better than some fresh
That view
glacial
is
water.
crazy.
It's actually the most refreshing stuff on planet Earth.
You ever had some
waited
real
way
maple
too long to
taffy?
fill
No,
me
I
up, so It
haven't.
is now dark out. But anyways, we had some banger chicken and pasta. Look at it
Ooh,
on screen. Dinner,
that
it
looks
was actually
good.
so good. The chefs here are once again amazing. But yeah, as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow on day 5.
Day 5, pokers.
Good morning, everybody. It is day 5 of climbing K2. As you can see, we're a bit bundled up right now. Just in the overnight, it got way colder in the valley, and it is a bit freezing out. We are currently at, well, what I'm calling Goro 3, but it's really just a random camp location. We just picked up our tent. Now we're gonna go have breakfast in that green tent right now. We're gonna be heading up through here today, and we're gonna be getting to K2 base camp, which is so awesome. But we will see K2 today, which is super exciting. As we trek
that
through this
it?
valley and take a left, we're gonna reach a camp called Concordia. We're gonna completely skip past it and just go straight to K2 base camp. I don't know if it can't be the altitude. There's no way. We're only at like 14,000 feet, but I'm feeling like a little iffy. I'm just maybe getting sick or something. Classic trek in, maybe ate something, who knows.
So yeah, it's a big day. We're officially reaching a K2 base camp, hopefully. It's quite a long way from our current camp to there. We'll even pass by this really famous camp on the way called Concordia. But once we do get over
Why
yonder,
is it
we'll finally be
famous?
ready to start climbing and acclimatizing on K2 itself.
Alrighty, currently leaving camp. You can see all the mules and donkeys right here. They're gonna be carrying up all this stuff, as well as the porters. Wanna know what's also crazy? There's this goat here that they're bringing up, and it gave birth yesterday. That is insane.
Oh,
Animals are
cute.
so cool. How can you just give birth while on the trek to K2 base camp? Oh my gosh. Strongest guys on the mountain right here. Just hustling. Look at them go.
How much did I miss, Miwa?
Dang.
We're still on the trek to the mountain,
old
so
jerry
now's a
can.
good time to join it.
Oh my gosh. Oh my
It's
days,
kind of the
look at-
same-ish stuff for
Yeah.
so far. Just checking up to the mountain.
Alrighty, camp's all the way back there. We're about 30 minutes into this trek right now, so we're moving.
As
But
we
I
know, he
definitely ate
doesn't
something
summit
weird
though,
or
so I'm really interested
caught
to
something.
see
What's an expedition without getting a little sick?
how much
So,
he actually
hopefully it's
managed
just
to
better by
go on the
tomorrow.
mountain,
I know
because
it's
even
not
though I
altitude,
was
it's definitely just I ate something because there's no headache.
Even though I
shortness
was
of
keeping
breath,
up
just,
with his
like,
updates and
weakness.
stuff, I don't know how many days he
And
actually
occasionally
spent
feel like
on the
I'm gonna vomit.
mountain. So I guess we'll have to see.
All right, we've been coming all the way up the glacier here, going for about an hour. And boom, we can see Concordia right there. We have some tents. That is the last camp before K2 base camp right there. Of course, we're not staying, but it is right there. It looks pretty sick. Basically, it's actually
Yeah, I
like a
slept
highway
badly again.
merging of all the glaciers. So that's where they set up the camp.
The usual,
Like
the
that one's converging,
usual.
this one, and then K2's. There she is, looking cloudy up there.
Yeah, you can't
But
even
that is our
see the
first sight
mountain.
of K2. I mean, you can just sense the aura through the clouds. It looks like it might even clear up a little bit so we can actually see it. But dang, and Broad Peak right there, just two giant.
The mountain to the left looks super
K2
cool.
finally in sight.
Like all the
If
black
clouds
on
can
it.
clear, that would be sick. But
I wonder what the
regardless,
black is.
That's hype. I'm trying to get soaked right now, guys. But it's a little bit difficult when you go over a certain heart rate and you feel like you're gonna throw up. Definitely some sort of GI issue going on here, but we're just thugging it out.
It's really
And
common
here we
to
Concordia. Bathroom right there.
get sick
Maybe
on the
Jesus.
trek to these
Um,
mountains, by the
Yeah,
way.
pretty chill place though. It's got a few good
It's very
tents here
common to get like food
with this beautiful
poisoning
view
or
of K2.
altitude
After a couple hours, we had
sickness
made it to
or...
Concordia, which is a pretty popular camp. A lot of people stay here. There's even an SCOM tower, which usually has signal, but it wasn't working. I can't even doom scroll Instagram reels. Hell no.
Let's go.
Can I
to
fly
base
over there?
camp. All
Not
the
if
way
you
at
want
the
to
end of
climb
this
a
valley,
mountain.
right at the base of that
You have to
monster
walk
peak.
it so your body can slowly acclimatize to the different temperature. Did you see the
Little
TikTok of the
Kumbu
girl on
ladder
Everest who was
crossing here.
super sick?
Gosh,
No.
dude, we got
I don't
so
think
far
so.
to go.
Maybe?
And every step is pretty much a struggle right now. Oh, come on. It'll easily be one of the hardest days of this trip, I bet. Like, I'm feeling good on some
Also,
days.
he mentioned earlier, even if you do want to fly
Better than this.
to the
But we're
mountain,
making decent progress.
it's
Getting closer to
$25,000
K2.
just
Fortunately, it is quite
for
flat, but
one helicopter
even
ride.
flat is painful. There she is.
Which
She's
is
in the
why
clouds.
it's really important to...
Massive.
Well, of course you
Wish we had
can't
that
control
heat going on,
health
but
or like
skies
sickness,
aren't
but
clear again, but
it's why getting
it's
sick
crazy. You can see the
is
ridge,
especially
sort of.
bad because you end up
There's
having to pay
people
for,
around me.
you know, potentially
Like-
a helicopter.
I'm not moving. It takes a lot of effort to sit and stand right now, you know? Get him back on the move here. Toward the
It's free
donkeys,
during emergency.
carrying
Nope,
all of our camp stuff.
nope,
But yeah,
nope.
we're like
Still gotta pay.
halfway from Concordia to K2 base camp, I'd say. Oh, the summit. But yeah, we gotta go through more of this gravel here. And then at one point, I think we're gonna get like on the glacier or really be in there. We're gonna cut to the right. And base camp's like where my pole is behind this ridge. So let's get going. Currently dropping down onto the glacier. hopefully will be nice and smooth from there.
She's like,
Anyways, this is
couldn't
pretty
go and
cool.
she's doing TikToks, but
Walking up
she's got
right
a
on the
crazy
glacier
cough or
here.
flu or
So not
camping.
only did
Oh
we
dear.
have quite a ways to go, but also the sun was out now and I was getting cooked. I just had a
Didn't know
lock
they were in
because there
America.
was
They're
no
not in
way I was
America,
gonna throw
guys,
up
but
on my
come on,
North
use your
Face
brain.
kit.
See, the thing is, like, if you're trekking at
If you're
Everest,
getting an
at
emergency
least you can hop off if you
helicopter,
want.
that's
Instead of
like a
Ram Lodge.
local man
Do I
who
even have a
needs
choice
a
today, like,
wage. And that's a local man's job who needs a wage to live. And the only reason he has to fly that helicopter is because you decided you want to go to that mountain. Why would the helicopter be free? Of course you have to pay for it. This is something you chose to do, and you're relying on so many other people.
all of our gear was getting pushed up. And I'm low on sunscreen.
And often, though, these people are risking their lives. You know, like a helicopter flying
Sufferfest for sure.
into a mountain
know,
is
there's,
very,
like,
very
tents way
risky.
over
Like
there.
landing on
If
this
that
sort of
base camp, that'd be
terrain.
amazing, but I doubt it is. I think it's more towards the right, so just gotta keep on trekking.
It's so big and
So these tents
beautiful.
up here was what I was thinking could be, but I knew it was too good to be true. So Teray said we still got like a couple hours left. Ooh, believe it's underneath one of these snow slopes right here. So still a long way to go, but fortunately it looks pretty flat, just like we have been doing. Yeah, I mean, we've already been going for 5 hours, so what's another 2, eh? We already did more than halfway, we can do it again. That's what you gotta tell yourself in times of desperation. Get halfway, and you can say, done half.
I
and
really
do
want
it
to
again.
experience
It's all
cold
about mentally
areas.
tricking yourself
Have you
through
ever
coping with the
experienced
pain and
snow?
suffering. We
I
got
find it
Broad
so
Peak
crazy
right on
that
our
some
right.
people have never seen snow in
Big
their whole
climb.
lives.
Alrighty, we just took our last small break, and we are on our last push to K2 base camp.
Snow
come
is
so
so
far.
cool.
You can see the valley stretching all the way down behind us. Been
You
a very
haven't either.
long
Wow,
day.
so many.
Got K2 right there. You can even see where Camp 2 is, all the way up there. It's hard to even realize where that would be. Just crazy camp.
Never
But
saw
pretty
snow
sure Camp
until I
2's
was
base
about
camp's just
a
right
few
below this
years old.
snow patch or this one. So just a little bit more to go. Come on
When you
now.
were 12.
And then our pain and suffering will be at a halt. I come bearing great news. Base camp in sight. There it is, little civilization right under that snow with a beautiful view of K2, which is currently clouded right now, but we finally
Sorry,
made it.
I'm
Whatever stomach bug
sorry,
entered
that
my
was
body,
a big yawn.
we showed it who's boss today. Here we are. Looks like our tents are down a little further. It's a 7 Summit Treks right here. Big group. One of the classics for 8,000 meter climbing for sure. Saying farewell to my friends here. Habibi. Is that good? Hey.
Ew.
See you guys. Thank you so much. Now here is home for the next 30 days or so.
Habibi.
Just right beneath K2. I'll give a tour, like we got our own tents there, cooking tent, all the tents. But for right now, I gotta go wallow for a bit, sit down. That was some tough work, but we got through it, and that's what matters. Never give up.
Oh
Never
damn,
hurts
he
like
really
much.
is head to toe in
Alrighty,
North
y'all.
Face.
Currently just right next to
I
the
didn't
bathroom. We're
realize.
spending a decent amount of time in here. It's been a few hours since we got to base camp, and now I'm gonna have to go try to force down some dinner. I'm actually gonna show base camp off and give y'all a tour tomorrow because I'm just absolutely fried right now. Like that was brutal. That's why we train hard, because like there might be days up there when you're in the death zone, 25,000 plus feet, all the way up there, and you just have nothing left, and maybe you get a GI issue, maybe the altitude's destroying you, and you have to push through, you have to get down. I'll see you guys tomorrow. That is day 5. I imagine it's just going to be a rest day tomorrow, but
I'll show around. So
I
thank
wonder
you
how
for
many
watching.
people
Day 6 coming in.
poop
We
their
finally made it
pants
to
on the
K2 base
mountain.
camp, so the climbing starts now.
What a sight.
Look at how small K2 base camp is compared to Everest. Do you remember Everest? Everest was like a little civilization, and here it's just a few tents. So
To
crazy.
wake up to this morning. That's the Savage Mountain right there in all of its glory.
The Savage
Anyways, good
Mountain.
morning. It is day
Poggers.
6 of climbing K2. Feeling way better today. Got some rest last night, of course. Yesterday was absolutely brutal. I felt awful. But anyways, because we've just been going at it for the last 5 days pretty consistently.
Looks
and
small
since, you know,
from
I'm
there.
still not fully rested, so I'm glad about this. But we're gonna have mainly a rest day today. But I did want to show off our base camp because climbing with Madison Mountaineering, and they do an excellent job of making sure that your stay in base camp is pretty solid. So that way when you go up on the actual mountain, you're feeling refreshed and ready to climb.
That is especially true considering you never have any idea how long you will actually be in base camp for. As I've stated earlier in the series, one of the main causes
Wow.
of death on any high altitude climbing expedition is the altitude. Anyone climbing K2 this year will need to stay at base camp until their body is properly adjusted to the thinner air there.
SPA.
And once it has, they'll begin climbing K2,
Who is
but not to the
SPA?
top. By
This
reaching
name
lower
sounds
high
really
points on the
familiar
mountain
to
and
me.
turning back, their body will create more red blood cells, which will help them continue adapting to the altitude for a future summit push. After getting on the mountain
yes,
for
yes,
the
yes.
first time, they'll come back to base camp to recover,
I
wait
hate
for
that guy.
who knows how long until an optimal weather window appears, and then they'll finally make a push all the way to the summit.
Alrighty, tour time. This place is absolutely
Sorry, did you hear that? That was important to pay attention to.
Sick.
But I
mean,
spoke
first of all,
over
I'm just
it.
gonna show off where we're sleeping right now. We got these really nice box tents right here, which is much nicer than the lay down tents that we've been in the last couple of nights.
As you can see, whole team is in these, and we've just got a beautiful view of the climb right here. Now, fortunately, yeah, K2's got a bit more
May I
commercialized,
come bearing
and we've got
gifts?
a lot more supplies up
Okay.
here than it used to be.
Is this
Very
my
nice, but
monster?
this is my little crib right here. Show you guys a tour. I might have freshened it up a little bit before I filmed. It was a mess because I came in like a zombie last night. but
Waiting.
have this little first room here, just to throw some stuff. Got some climbing
Thank
gear,
you.
got the down suit, the North Face down
Thank
suit,
you. I'll
and then
have
of
one
course
of these.
the sleeping
that
bag
looks fun.
there. Then it opens up into this amazing standing room. What the hell is this fly doing in here? But yeah, we got a nice standing room here. Got the bed, got a pillow, this nice little cot, which is super
Ooh,
nice
Mezcal
to
opened
sleep
my
on
door,
versus,
and I
sleeping
think she's
pad,
cooking
which
because
usually
a
is
really
not very
delicious
comfortable.
smell just
And
like
it's got some stuff
wafted
lying
into
in the
my room.
whole interior of the tent here, just to make it feel
It smells
like
so
a home.
good.
And then of course, you know, I just come outside and I got
Didn't
this
you
view
think
here.
for this over
Unbelievable.
here?
So yeah, super nice.
We
that
love
you just have this
K2.
whole tent to yourself
K2
and to
evil.
stand in while you're at base camp. Definitely helps the mental headspace a ton, and I'm sure physical as well, because you know you want to be in a good spot before you go on the actual climb.
And then that tent right there is the comms tent, where like Teray, and them get like radio communication. It's also where the solar panels are connected.
I have K2
So
ski
that's the main
boots.
power source
That's
out here
pretty
is
cool.
solar. I even got my own little guy right here that's usually cooking. And then I actually haven't went in here.
So if you missed that, if you're wondering how he uses his phone and stuff and camera and stuff, basically he carries a solar panel with him to charge everything. It's pretty cool. But the downside of doing that obviously is you're carrying extra weight up the mountain.
Yet, but we also have a lounge tent, which is pretty cool. We have one of these on Everest too, but if there's a foam roller in here, I'm gonna be hyped.
Oh, no foam roller, but still a great place to stretch out. I can't believe this, dude. This is insane. So this right here is the dining tent.
It's like
where
a
we will be
little
eating all of our
little
meals.
yoga
Fellas, I know you're
studio.
gonna think this is a luxpedition. But yeah, super nice in here. Got the tables where the squad is eating at, and we even have a movie projector screen.
What? That's so
Absolutely
cool.
crazy. We're going to be watching some films. Then these two tents right here are where the staff is cooking up our meals and stuff, I believe. Let's go see what's popping. These guys are Gordon Ramsays of
Expedition
Pakistan.
for those who come after.
Ooh. Hey, you guys are amazing chefs. Thank you so much.
Wow.
Thank you. And this guy right here is the shower tent, which I don't think there's anyone inside. Nope, nobody in here. But
He
also
just
very
opens
grateful
it
to
on
have
someone naked.
access to a shower. They essentially fill up that bag on top with hot water and you can just spray yourself down. Once
Ooh.
again, of course, not super necessary for a climb, but very nice to have, especially for the mental, to actually be clean and get some of that dust and dirt that you built up all over your skin on the trek in. So very nice. And then of course we have the beautiful bathroom here. Dude, fun. So
You know, obviously people stink on these hikes because they're like low-key like pooping on themselves and, you know, sweating and, you know, sweating lots and lots from climbing and, you know, like weeks and weeks without a proper shower. But you'll be happy to know that you actually lose your sense of smell at a certain altitude. So if they keep going up, it won't be a problem, and they won't be able to smell how disgusting they smell.
wild. This has to be the best combo of a bathroom and a landscape view known to man. We got these little stairs going up into it, just right behind our camp. Very nice. And yeah, you just hop in here. Even got a little toilet seats here. Oh, it looks like the thing got knocked over a little bit. You just gotta put it back up right.
Oh.
And then you go inside, put up the lid, go inside.
I feel
and
like I'd
essentially
miss.
whatever you're doing goes into this barrel underneath.
Ew,
then
that's your
some
dream dinner.
Absolutely tough porters
That's your dream
have to
dinner.
carry it out. So yeah, there it all is together. Our wonderful camp and home for the next 30 days or so. As always, massive respect to the porters and the Sherpas who pretty much set all of this up. The Sherpa team
Yeah,
that we're
please,
gonna be
me
climbing
too. Sorry,
K2
sorry,
with
sorry.
has
I
already
lied,
been up here
I
for the
lied.
last week, just grinding to get everything set up. So literally would not be possible without them. So we're not getting any reception here, and there's no Wi-Fi. Starlink is banned. It makes no sense. But essentially, there's like a cell tower all the way down there, and we're not getting good enough service from it right here. But rumor is, if you go to this boulder all the way on the other side of camp, you apparently can get some service there. So I'm gonna try to reconnect with the world, head over there, make a little trek. Might as well get moving anyways. I might as well take the opportunity to check out some of the other camps and also just admire K2's aura. Like, come on, brother. Okay, never mind. I have to take a small detour back to our camp and use the bathroom.
So this year there isn't as many climbers attempting K2 compared to previous
Important,
years, but if I
important.
were to guess, there's less than 100 people going for it, which means the base camp is much smaller than usual.
We're gonna try and give it a shot at this rock right here. So essentially, if you want to, there's like the tower I was talking about, and you have to use like a burner phone so I can hotspot it and then use my actual phone. But it seems like there's no service anyway, which is weird. Looks like no TikTok doom scrolling for us. No skibbity toilet. No llama and sticks. Minecraft space civilization. Alrighty, well that's unfortunate. We couldn't get any Wi-Fi, but it's alright. A bit less eventful of a day than normal.
Does he know
but
about
we have to take
Tralalero?
this time off
Tralala.
usually to let our bodies acclimatize and recover before we make any big moves up the
Ballerina
Savage Mountain itself.
Day 7 ended
cappuccina.
up being an absolute bluebird day out, which definitely lightened my mood since I was still feeling a bit off from my
No
current
brain rot,
GI
please.
issue
Sorry.
journey. We started off the morning with a puja ceremony, which is a ceremony done by the Sherpas before every single big climb to
Oh,
ask the
that
mountain
is
for
so
safe
cool.
passage. They set up
That's so interesting because, obviously, when we watched the Everest climb, everyone did the puja ceremony because, you know, all of the Sherpas are Nepalese and that is their religion. Basically what they're doing is praying to the mountain for like safe passage, I believe. But K2 is not in Nepal. It is in Pakistan, I think. At least most of it. maybe all of it. So then, of course, there's not actually as many Sherpa people here, but this company is quite common for climbing companies to bring the same people. So the Sherpa that was with the YouTuber on Mount Everest, I believe, is also the Sherpa that they brought with them here. And I think it's really cool that they still have this facility set up on K2, that they can have a puja ceremony, even though it's not, you know, native to this country. I think that's
This
very
really cool
cool.
tower with prayer flags, it just adds a lot of life to the camp, and you can even ask them to bless some of your gear. I personally gave them my helmet because K2 is very dry this year, meaning there's a lot of rockfall, and let's say I get grand slammed by a gigantic boulder, I'd prefer not to have more brain damage than I already have.
Dang, that's big.
So scary.
Anybody at the Wi-Fi rock?
Kind of heard it. You hear it?
Well, I heard it, but sometimes it can be way louder than they're way smaller than that. Who are we here with right now?
Here to base camp.
Here in base camp with Furba?
Wait, it's
Trying
Feather!
to do some training, eh?
See, it's Feather, it's Feather.
To do some activities.
Some activities. Gotta stay moving, you know? It's good for acclimatization.
The goat.
This man right here had me hustling on Everest. All the way to the summit.
And
He's fast.
And ready for K2.
Gotta go up
That's so
together, we get the summit.
cute.
We get the summit, let's go. Everyone loves you, Furba, you're the best. Look at him right in front of K2. Oh, look at this guy. Furba's the best. And this is, what number of K2 is this for you?
This is my 8th time.
Ace!
24.
8 time on the
Holy
mountain, but
moly!
you summited. 50% summit.
Holy
You
moly!
know, a lot of people call you
I didn't realize.
crazy. 8 times on K2,
I
eh?
didn't realize she was built like
That's the big
that.
questions, people. Why you waiting so much that much? What to do? I have to come. I love this mountain.
You feel confident on it?
Yeah.
Nice.
Where's
That's the
an
way to
actual
go, you know?
bird?
I love the team.
But this is what's crazy about Sherpa people is that like it's so common, not, you know, not so common, but like this guy has been to K2 8 times and summited it 4 times. Imagine how many times he summited other mountains, but like simply because they're Sherpas, they don't really have much like respect to their name, you know? Like the YouTuber, he's only summited Everest 1 time. And like, look at how much fame he has from it. But you know, for these Sherpas, it's just what they do.
Team and you know, and K2 is the one of the people call like Savage Mountain, but you know, if we love the mountain love us.
Yes.
Yes.
Damn, he's not afraid of it.
Throwing the Olympus mods on. Big boots here.
So you may be asking, why am I putting on my big boots? And why am I completely kitted out with my North Face climbing gear? Well, essentially today is a rest day as we just got to base camp, but we are going to still get moving and head out onto the glacier to train on some ice pinnacles, which I've been pretty excited about. As you can see, all of these ice pinnacles are much tinier than usual because of how dry and warm it's been, which once again makes the climbing route very dangerous. with
Foreshadowing.
Alrighty, currently making our way to the ice pinnacle zone. Gonna get some cool little training in. 2 little obstacle courses. Dang, these look pretty fun, making the most of this dry weather, eh? Helmets on for mom.
The plan for this session is really just to refresh ourselves on ascending and descending fixed lines. Because most climbing outside of the Himalayas is done in alpine style, it's really easy to forget how to climb fixed lines like you do on Everest or K2. Essentially, this is the gist of it in how you climb K2. You use these ropes, which have been fixed in place by Sherpas all the way
ascender.
from advanced base camp to the summit. The first thing you do is take your ascender, the object I'm holding right now, simply slide it up the rope.
Isn't
as
it
you
so
climb,
crazy
and
that
because of the
K2
teeth in
is
the
fully
device, it will bite down and
roped
prevent
now,
you from
fully
falling
fixed
backwards.
lines?
This makes climbing big mountains way safer and easier, and has even dropped the death rate on several 8,000 meter peaks significantly, just like K2. Of course, people still die from fall. As you can see, we're on an anchor right now where you do have to take your ascender off and put it onto the next section of rope. If you messed up here,
Yeah,
or
I think
fell
you will
here,
like Death
and you didn't
Stranding.
have
Is
a
it
safety
really
on,
about
you
mountain
theoretically
climbing?
could
If it
fall
is, I'll
still.
play it.
Let's go. Looking heroic right here. K2 in the back.
The other and more likely instance where you could die is on the descent. Using this golden little device here called a figure eight, or you can use an ATC, you can thread the rope through to create friction, and by leaning on it and slowly lowering yourself, you can actually descend vertical slopes safely
Death
and
Stranding is
efficiently
about
as long
pizza
as you do everything
delivery.
right.
I'm
And there you
getting
have it,
mixed
rinse and
mixed
repeat. That's how
information
you
here.
climb K2. If a tourist like myself can do it, so can you. Like I said, if you do everything right, you should not take a fall on the fixed lines. And all of this just goes to show how heroic the Sherpas are who set up the ropes in the first place, and how 99% of
Having a
people who
fixed
have
rope
climbed
is
an 8,000
nice,
meter
but
peak
does not do
wouldn't
much
have been able
when
to do it
besides
without
the
them.
accent on your head.
Killer content.
True.
Alrighty, y'all, that is day 7 of climbing K2. Tomorrow's probably going to be pretty similar, just training. We
It's
might
a
even do some trash
walking
pickup,
simulator.
which will be a pretty good time. So
Let me
yeah,
search up
throw up
this
on
game.
screen what I had for dinner.
Whoa, that
Don't
looks so
ask
good.
how the meat got here. There's some sort of
I love
cow.
spaghetti.
Not really sure where it
Spaghetti
came
so
from,
yummy.
but it was good. So yeah, anyways, thank you guys for watching. Good night, and I'll see you tomorrow. Alrighty, y'all. Good morning. It is day 8 of climbing K2, which is right behind us. Fortunately, it's another bluebird day. So we got some magnificent views out. Once again, love to see it. We just had breakfast.
Y'all, well, she
just
is
some eggs, just some
American.
bacon, very nice stuff up here. And we got a pretty
Eggs and
exciting day ahead of
bacon.
us.
He's
So
eating
once
so
again, yeah,
good.
we're just currently resting in base camp before we make any moves up the mountain. There's our base camp right there. But as I said yesterday, well, similar to yesterday too, we're going to be doing some training on a lot of these ice pinnacles. We got some pretty steep ones over there, and we're going to try to get on to the steepest ones we can find. It's going to be a good time. Just practicing some more technical skills that we will use on the actual mountain. That's what we're going to do in about an hour. So I'm going to go back to the tent and get packed. But then after that, one point in the day, we're going to do a little bit of trash cleanup. We raised a bunch of money thanks to all of you guys, over like $2,000 to help get a lot of the trash that's just on the glacier
See,
at base
look.
camp and on the mountains around us.
This company is
Get some of that
goated.
trash out of here. So afterwards, we're gonna start. There was a bunch of trash over by the
It's
pinnacles we were
it's
training on
genuinely
earlier,
so
we're just
freaking
gonna see
cool
what
that they're
little
doing
goodies
this.
we can find.
I'm not really sure why I recorded this clip. I think I thought I looked stoic or something. But anyways, get that out of here. We're gonna throw on the Olympus Mons real quick, and we're gonna head back onto the glacier to do
She
some
was
ice climbing
vibing.
and climbing preparation, so we're ready to go up K2 when we do.
Wow.
Nice. Course number 2, got some steep ice pinnacles. All right, we're running through the course here. We're about to lock in.
Just
Wow,
like
I never
yesterday, we're
realized
getting on
those
this
harnesses
course
must
since
hurt
we're
your
extremely
pee-pee if you're a
desperate to
boy.
get our blood flowing, and also need to make sure our brains are fully
Would they?
refreshed on how to ascend
they
and
hurt it?
descend fixed lines safely. I'm gonna start off here by climbing up this semi-steep slope using my ascender.
No.
There's
Uh,
obviously much steeper
what?
sections and maybe some less steep sections, but this is a pretty good representation
It goes
of
around
what
the
a lot of
pee-pee.
routes on
Oh,
K2
well.
looks like. At the top, we have this nice little traverse that
I
we're
was,
gonna
I was,
transition
if
to
I
by
was a
taking
boy, I
off our
think mine
sender
would be
and use
really big,
carabiners
so
to attach
maybe it.
yourself safely to the rope. We're gonna be using 2 of those for Mom.
Maybe
After
it
this,
would-
we
it
have a
would
steep
hurt me,
rappel.
but not
We're
you
gonna have to make
guys.
sure we really have our rappels locked down, because as I said in the previous video, a single error on a rappel can be life-threatening, cause you to fall. Especially when you're hypoxic, it can be really easy to make mistakes, so all of it has to be second nature. Next up, we have the steepest pinnacle
What the
we've
hell
climbed
is
so
that
far.
sign?
It's actually really important to use proper ice climbing technique on these steeper sections to
Sign
save energy and get up
emoji.
efficiently. You want to essentially dig your crampon into the snow flat and use your legs to push up as much as possible, rather than trying to arm your way up the rope.
I
You're just
think
gonna
this
exhaust
looks so
yourself and get way
fun,
too
like
fatigued.
using your
Lastly,
toe
because
tips.
setting up an entire rappel can be really slow and time is of the essence on K2 since there's a lot of objective hazards, we're going to descend a lot of the fixed lines using a technique called arm wrapping. This is where you thread the rope through your arms or hands to create friction, and then you steadily lower yourself down. Obviously, you can let go of the rope and you're going to fall all the way to the next anchor,
Ooh.
but for the most part, if you're locked in, you're going to be all right.
Not too shabby. Could have been better.
That's so interesting how
Let's
the
go
techniques
once
differ on the
again, another
mountains
heater
to save
session
time.
in the
That is
pinnacle
super interesting.
glacial zone here.
After getting back to camp, I decided to do some Wim Hofing, as I needed to get into a clear headspace for this devious trash pickup that was about to commence.
All right, gentlemen, let's pick up some trash. Gotta get these. Who knows what we'll be touching. Alrighty, so we're beginning the trash pickup. Once again, thank you guys
Look
so
at
much
how
for the
rough the
donations.
skin
We
on
got a
his
little
nose
operation going on.
looks.
We should be able to get some bigger operations, but it's a holiday here, so we can't hire as much people. We're still gonna get a lot done today. So there's a ton of trash right by the glacier here. I've been kind of showing off as I've walked by. So we're mainly gonna focus on this area. Like, dude, you can literally see some from up here. We're just gonna fill up some bags. Come on, we got like...
Also, can we really think about how nice this is that they're doing this? First of all, he just said it's like a national holiday for most of these people. Second of all, they've just trekked all day non-stop for like a week straight, and then they have plans to climb the second tallest mountain, and yet they're still using their energy and, like, you know, using up all of their muscles and stuff to pick up litter. I consider myself a good person, but I don't know if I could be bothered to do that. So they're very giga chad for this.
Got like 6 fellas. Classic. Some Oreos. Such a classic. What a find right there. It's crazy. You don't even have to go 5 feet out of camp to find all this. Oh, what a find right here. A nice old can.
Yeah.
Thing could be decades old. Come on now. Just putting lead right in the water. Bam.
It's actually pretty fun picking up trash in the mountains because some of the stuff you find could be really antique or decades, maybe even centuries old. And of course, it's great knowing that you're leaving the place in a better state than when you found it.
Purba with the giga find up here. I'm picking up on my way. What the hell is this?
What is that?
Stove? Microwave? Oh! Just picking up all this trash right here.
Let's see,
Right
there's so
underneath an
much, it's
avalanche.
crazy.
Dude, there's so much right here. Just nasty stuff.
Everything
Been out
would be
here
a
for
century old
maybe
from
10
here.
minutes
Yeah,
and
I'd pick
Purba's
up
already
the
got a full
Oreos
bag.
and pretend to not know what they are.
Cleanup squad rolling into the glacier.
Is this some
This stuff
World
spreads
War
out,
II
man.
ration food?
Big find here. Bam. Good find right there. Insane find right there.
Cow
Got
skull.
a horn. We're not touching those though. Could be nasty. Furba going to town. Oh. Get this chair out of here. Dude, sometimes you just find these deposits right here. Like someone definitely just said, I'm about to head out and left them there. Not on my watch. No. Hell no. What the frick is, oh, that's a poop bag. Is it? Oh no, it's not. No way, this is actually a wild find.
What is
It's
it?
someone's water bottle or Nalgene that only has the bottom half. So whoever's this is, you know it's Nalgene policy that you can get a full refund bottle if yours broke. Some plastic stuff, wrapper of something. Oh, what the heck? This is actually a cute little mug. Who let this go to waste? Karakoram made to mountain. That's so sad. All right, we filled up 3 bags here. Sun's going down, now we're about to weigh these suckers in.
It's really important that we get accurate weigh-ins of all of the trash we collect because we need to know how much to pay the porters and owners of the mules, who will both be helping us effectively remove and recycle all of the waste we bring in.
This is 8 kg,
8 kg? Nice.
6.3,
6.3?
6.8. This is the 13.3.
13.3. Let's
total.
go. Alrighty, so final trash weigh-in was 75 pounds, which is pretty good. we really weren't out here for that long, and this is only the first day.
That's my weight.
The entire time we're out here climbing K2, we're gonna be getting trash picked up in the area. Like, I'm literally standing in some right now, so there's still a ton more work to do. Tomorrow, I'm gonna run through our plan. We're gonna start making some big moves in the next few days in terms of climbing. So I'm gonna run down the game plan tomorrow. But yeah, that's mainly it for today. Good training, good trash.
I
pickup.
think someone would
Thank you
be
guys for
dead if
watching.
they were
I'll see you
35
in the next one.
kilograms.
Good morning, everybody.
Listen,
It is
I'm
day
all
9.
for tiny people, but I've seen people say that Hina from Blue Archive is 30 kilograms. Bro, if she was 30 kilograms, she would be dead. She would actually be dead. There's a difference between being petite and like actually just being a skeleton. You'd be
Climbing.
dead.
K2, this monster mountain right behind us. Now, of course, we're currently just at base camp still.
Isn't ideal
but like I
BMI
said
or height
yesterday,
minus
we're finally
100
gonna start
minus
making some
10%?
moves.
My
got
brain
base
isn't
camp
good
here,
enough to work
and
that
now
out. I don't really
usually what
know.
you end up
I didn't know
doing
there was a
is you would go
formula
up the
for it
mountain
like that.
once to about Camp 2, which is right around where
Ibuki's
my
like
finger is.
Ibuki's like 9
Essentially,
years
the
old.
Abruzzi
That's
route
why.
goes up this entire ridge. Camp 1 is somewhere in here. Camp 2 somewhere in here. 3, 4,
A
and then summit.
child can very
So
much
usually what
be
you do is you go up to
35
Camp 2,
kilograms.
and then you come all the way back down. Your body adapts, gets better at handling the altitude, and then after some rest, you go for the summit. Now the problem is, it is an incredibly dry year this season, and this is not a good thing. As you can see, there's no snow here. The pinnacles I've talked about behind us are incredibly small. So it makes for a really dry season, and that means a lot of rock fall on K2. So because it is essentially too dangerous until we get more snow to go up K2, to acclimatize, and instead of going up to Camp 2 and coming back down, we're actually going to be climbing this John over here. That is an unclimbed peak called Karut Pyramid. Nobody has ever been to the top. And our whole team is going to use that as a way to acclimatize.
That's so
we're
crazy
gonna
that it's
summit that, hopefully
unclimbed.
come back down, rest. Hopefully we can get some snow on K2 and then go for the summit.
Wait, so if you didn't hear that, obviously if you look at the mountain right now, you can see that it's not even covered in snow, which is really bad. Climbing on snow is a lot better. And one of the most dangerous things about K2 is its rockfall. However, because this season was so dry and warm, you know, there's not a lot of snow, this makes rockfall even more common. So the problem that was already a big problem is now an extra big problem. So, yeah, they've got to kind of kill some time and pray that some snow appears on the mountain, which, as you can imagine, isn't a very promising idea. And kind of
After
sucks.
settling on this game plan, I actually got really excited.
Sorry, I paused it. So to not lose their like pacing with acclimatization, they're gonna climb a nearby peak. I think they did this for Mount Everest too. They're gonna go climb a nearby peak. It's so crazy that they said it was unclimbed. That is very exciting.
Because we were finally going to be climbing instead of just sitting at base camp. So for the rest of day 9, I just did some casual strength training just to keep the atrophy at bay. I also went ahead and packed up all of my belongings, and on day 10 we were all ready to move up to the base of Karut Pyramid so we could begin climbing it.
Oh my days, that's beautiful. So yeah, just gonna go get some breakfast in, and then without wasting any more time, we're finally gonna get on the move. We got the big boots on. Come on now. It's gonna be a good
boots. Big boobs. Hog.
All right, we are now leaving base camp. Got it back there. About to tread into new territory. Yeah, we're just gonna keep heading this way.
I love big boobs.
Right, actually we're gonna
sometimes
pretty much right beneath the route.
Sometimes I'd be staring at women with boobs in like a feral kind of way.
So in a little bit, we should get on to
You
some
know, sometimes I catch
Vermont
myself looking
territory
at a
and have to
woman
rope
and I'm
up.
like,
The
whoa,
majority of the
I'm
route from
I'm
base
just
camp to
staring
where
at your
we'll
boobs.
camp
I'm
beneath the
sorry.
routes consist of glacier, which of course presents the risk of dangerous crevasses. So at
Like,
one
I'll
point,
like
we
I'll
will
be
wanting
watching
to attach
TV and they'll
ourselves
have
to
like a
each other
deep
with
cut and
rope,
I'll just
in
be.
case somebody were to fall in.
I don't know why they're so
glacier.
majestic.
We are right beneath K2. This is so awesome.
Then I was watching TV the other day, and this was not the point of the TV show. It was just a normal TV show, and like there was a woman in the car, and she had like a seatbelt on, and her boobs were like, you know, the car was driving, and her boobs were jiggling, and I couldn't pay attention to what she was saying at all. I was like, whoa, that looks so cool.
Awesome.
I'm
Josh, you stoked right now?
hypnotized.
So stoked.
Let's go. How are the feet? The feet a little sweaty though?
Yeah, they won't.
And then I have a
These
little
boots
thought
are the
like,
only ones we
Miwa,
got.
that is so
Perfect
bad.
for
You're
K2.
objectifying a
little
woman. And
overkill
then
for Karut.
I just can't help it. It was a natural reaction.
Alrighty, just got off all that rocky stuff, and now we are on the ice, all the way to our camp. All this glacier looks so sad right now, though.
Objectifying the best part
was all this
is,
way higher.
excuse me.
This is like a more
The
rock.
best part
Yeah,
of a
more rock.
woman is
There
her
wasn't as much of it last year.
heart.
So we've been going for about 45 minutes. Here we are, just in this field of glacier and rock.
But you are a
There'd be
girl,
way
so
more
it's
snow on all
fine.
this
If I
it
did that,
wasn't as
I'd be in
dry.
jail.
We're getting right underneath the Savage Mountains.
Wow, look, that snow
As
looks
we're on
like
our
it's
way to
gonna.
Karut, we're
Do you
getting
see
right
that?
underneath
Look, that looks like it's an avalanche in the making. Look at that snow hanging over.
the Savage Mountain. As we're on our way to Karut, still got a long way to go, only like a fifth of the way, but yeah, once we get through here, it's gonna be flat for a while. We'll actually like get right under the roots of
Well,
K2,
if we
which will be
need
super
more snow
sick.
on the mountain, why don't we just
We're about
carry it to
enter
the
an
top?
avalanche fill zone. A few days ago, I showed a video where there's this big avalanche coming down from K2. And now we got to keep a nice pace because it was actually in these gullies right here. This big slide zone. Got a nice hanging serac up there, hanging glacier. A lot of stuff that could crumble.
Just bring a snow
So,
machine.
taking a little
What
bit
are
of a
all
right
of these
curve
porters
here.
for? Just bring,
Gonna mitigate
just
that
tell them
risk as much
carry
as
some
possible.
snow to the top of
That's
the
how you do
mountain.
it.
These people are carrying 30 kilograms of random garbage when they could be carrying
Ooh.
30 kilograms of
Little
snow.
bit crackage.
For real.
Ooh, bruv. The glacier's breaking up. So that's what we're keeping an eye out for right now is water-filled crevasses. Yeah, you got one right there. That would suck so bad. Not only just to fall in a crevasse, but just be soaked.
So
Or
up to this point, the glacier has been pretty mellow and hasn't imposed any serious hazards.
what
but
if we all went here and to make the mountain colder, we all just stood and looked at it and like blew super hard. So then we would make the air colder and then the atmosphere around the mountain would be colder and then it would start to snow.
now it's
Miwa school trip.
going to start getting a lot harder to navigate and soon present crevasses. Fortunately, I'm entirely kitted in the North Face clothing, so I'm unfazed by
Crevasses?
this fact.
Yeah,
Alrighty,
they're
here
like
we are,
big-
entering some new ground.
Big
We're just on that
cracks,
more
I
flat,
guess. Big quacks.
Icy tundra. But now we're kind of entering this mess of a glacier.
Why did no one think about that? Because they
Where
don't
it's
have the
just all
same
mashed
IQ I
together.
have.
We have also passed by
I have an
one of the
above average
avalanche
IQ,
chutes.
I'll have you know.
So we got those ones, but that one's the scary one. Oh, nice little pond right here. Let's go.
Miwa field trip, everyone get on the bus.
Feels like we're actually
Who's
on
gonna
a mountain
drive
now.
it?
Yeah. With all the snow and stuff. Gotta put sunscreen on for mom right now. You'll get cooked in a glacier like this.
I think he's already cooked. Look at how red his skin is.
Fourth word. Got the harnesses on. And we got some thin rope here.
How much does the
Just
school
in
trip
case we
cost?
need a
Just the average
patch
school
yourself
trip
together
price
for
of
some
$200,000.
Oh, hit it. Let's go. That is such a nice water stream. I'd go kayaking down that.
No, you wouldn't.
And we're catching some elevation gain. Above 17,000 feet for sure. Furbo placing these rocks down so we don't get lost on our way back. Smart man.
Further
So you
my
got base
growth.
camp all the way down by that gray. Made some crazy distance, been going for about 2.5 hours, just all through here.
Wow.
Pretty good. Still
I
just in
can't
some
imagine
massive
how like
glaciers,
treacherous
but we've been catching some elevation gain here,
it is.
way above 17,000
Now look
feet.
how difficult the terrain
got
is,
Karut
and it
pyramid
all looks so
right over this lip.
monotonous.
And not only that, but
You know, because
we can even see it.
what really gets me, sorry, I keep pausing. What really gets me about these like more long distance treks that they do is, you know, because the mountains are so big on either side of you, you can trek for like 3 hours and your view won't change at all. I think that would be super mentally challenging. Like, you know, they've been trekking for 3 hours and it's just the same old view. I think that would drive me crazy.
Advanced base camp of K2 right there. There's only like a couple tents because nobody's really going up right now, but the route is pretty much visible. Extremely steep.
Yeah, look how
Just
dry
shoot
it
up this
is.
John. And you got camp 1 in this area, and then that's House's chimney right there, and camp 2 somewhere. Then you just
I
go.
was gonna say it
bam.
doesn't look that
Yeah,
far, but
hopefully
for 3
after
hours it's
we
probably
get up
deceiving.
Karut,
Yeah,
we'll
right?
rest and recover, and then come back and we'll start setting up at these
The
camps.
feeling
and
like you're
start shooting
making
up
no
K2.
progress.
It's good to
Yeah,
see
I
for
think
the
it
first
would
time.
really
It's not
get to
hidden
me.
from us in base camp ever since we got there. Good spot to take a seat right here.
Get you a whole different view.
What the hell is wrong with this guy?
Fortunately not roped up yet, but apparently it's gonna get spicy.
The fact that he got someone else to film that as well. He was like, wait, I want to do a bit where I put this spiky bit of ice up my bum. Can someone film it for me? Can you go stand there and get a good shot of me squatting over it?
And Teray said that last year some people fell in, so
That was for the
we're
female
gonna
fans.
have to
I
watch
think
it.
that was for the
Yeah,
male
that is the
fans.
one good thing about it being so dry is that a lot of the crevasses are not hidden, so we can spot them instead of something collapsing beneath us.
Whoa, look how
We have no
steep that
idea.
is behind him.
Still possible,
Whoa.
but less likely.
Look at that, it was like a huge
Big in
slide.
here.
Hello, Mia, hello.
Nice.
Ah,
Alrighty,
so
Purba
scary.
and I roping up.
After stepping over those last few cracks, we thought it'd be a good call to now clip each end of the rope into our harnesses so we're connected. The idea of this is that if one of us were to fall into a crevasse, then the other person could stop them from falling too deep by planting their feet or resting with an ice axe.
Alright, we got some rope teams here. Making sure to be extra safe for Mom, eh? Glacier should get pretty gnarly. Yeah, it's looking pretty crazy out here. You got Karut
Gnarly.
right there.
Everything's
about to get started.
gnarly.
Let's see what we got in here.
Na 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 gnarly. Na 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 gnarly.
This glacier is gnarly.
Gnarly. Mew could easily fall in one of those cracks and pop out the other side of the world. I'm pretty cold. Looking at all of this ice is making me really cold.
Ooh.
A
No ladder
bit.
here. Alright, Purba's making some comms. But look at that. We got over some pretty deep crevasses. Making good progress out here. We are right next to K2 now, past the route. Just goes straight up there, dude. Insane. Let's check it. Ooh. Not too bad.
I would never be comfortable walking over something like this. Yeah, I don't think I could do it.
It's so nice and
Is that
blue.
frozen? Wow, that's
It just
cool.
opens up into this huge field of mountains. Oh my gosh. The hanging glacier is crazy. Wow. Purba, I'm just so happy to be climbing with you.
Aw.
I've been looking forward to it. Final little
Aw.
crevasse before we get to a nice break spot.
Hey Mia, I have to go to
Oh,
sleep
it's-
and
yeah,
I
it's
have a
little.
great rest of stream. Good night,
Easy
sweet
hop.
dreams.
Let's get
Good
some
night,
water.
good night. Thank you for hanging out with me. Tuk tuk.
All right, we're about to enter the Wild West out here. Taking this little break. We got one more push to camp, and it's the most dangerous part of the day according to Teray, and I believe him. So we've come all the way up this glacier, pretty much on the other side of K2 at this point, crossed all these crevasses, but they're very noticeable because of how barren this glacier is. But now, camp is pretty much right there underneath that rock. So we have to navigate through all of this. And as you can see, there's like a layer of snow on top that's hiding all the crevasses. So if there's anywhere we're gonna fall into one, it's gonna be here. But we're gonna lock in once again on rope team, moving through here until we get to camp. So hopefully it all goes smoothly. Good luck, gents.
Thanks, mate.
We'll see you on the other side at camp. Oh, no, I'd never.
It's so scary.
See, as you can see, this stuff is way more
The
soft.
fact that snow could
Nice
just be
coating on
covering a
top.
huge crevasse
Just
is
enough
so
to hide any
scary.
big cracks.
So in this next clip, and if you have headphones, you're going to hear some
I do,
massive
I do.
rockfall coming from the K2 climbing routes, which is pretty terrifying because we should not be able to hear that from how far we are away right now.
Holy moly.
That poor rock. Why, Purba? Oh my gosh. Purba, that rock had a family. So did this one. And they just hit the bottom. Whoa. My eyes might have deceived me, but that thing was like moving underneath him. Purba's making sure this is safe to step on.
That is so scary, dude. That is so, so scary.
Very deceiving snow bridge. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I think if I just tread lightly. Looks like they're adding in some knots or shortening the rope. Because it's definitely getting sketchy in this area, as we just saw right there. That was a big one. Yeah, it's a scary one right there. And it's probably stretching all the way from one of these guys. Alright, so we've just extended the rope length between us because that'll give more time to arrest if need be. You never know, man. You could just punch through right in here. Ooh, damn.
It's so
While crevasses
scary.
can be
I
hidden,
hate
you can
it.
help yourself identify them by probing or observing features around it, like sagging in the snow. As you can see up ahead, Purba is currently sticking his trekking pole into the ground in front of him to see if it's hollow underneath. Snowfields on glaciers are easily one of the most deceptively dangerous things to traverse when you're in the mountains, but fortunately, we were about to get back on rock, which we'd have all the way
Yeah,
to our
I'm so
camp.
surprised that
Nice. That was frightening.
but it was so dangerous. You know, I didn't know about that.
Whoa.
To
That
my
is
eyes, it
crazy.
just looked like a nice little stroll
Almost
across the
there.
snow.
I am admiring this team slog right now. Everybody's just slogging up here. It's a beautiful sight. Our final obstacle. A little stream. It's game over if you fall in there. Should be 3, 2, 1. Scooby-Doo. Yeah. Let's go. Long day, but some good work. Oh, here we are. The beginning of the Karut Pyramid Base Camp. But dang, dude, we're really right beneath it. There's the summit of Karut up there. And it's a lot steeper than it looks from afar.
So now we are right at the base of Karut Pyramid, and here's what the route is going to look like. We're just going to be shooting right up this face and hop onto the ridge, and then we can hopefully take that all the way to the summit. It's going to be an extremely long push up the mountain, but it's far safer than getting our bodies acclimatized on K2 itself. Anyways, now it's time to set up our camp, which for the first time is on actual snow.
Alright, so Josh, Casey, and I are going to be sharing this tent here. And we're currently playing a bit of random chance cards to figure out who's going to get spooned by both people in the middle. I hope I get the middle. I hope I get the middle. Alright, high stakes game right here. We got Monopoly deal cards. All of these cards have
Look, that guy has
value.
a little nose shield.
Whoever's the brokest son of a gun is in the middle. Alright.
I'm happy with mine.
3 mil.
3 mil.
Looks like I'll be extra warm tonight. Yes! Alrighty, moving into our home for the next 2 nights. Bit crowded in here. That's alright. It'll be nice and warm. We also have a wonderful crevasse in our backyard here. It's always lovely to have, just
So scary.
prowling around waiting for you. Alrighty, y'all. That is going to be it for day 10 of climbing K2. Look at it up there. We're actually waking up at 11, and we plan to be moving by 12:30, so we ain't getting no Z's tonight, fellas. But yeah, I'm going to go try to get as much sleep as I can, then we're going to get after it tomorrow. So thank you all for watching. I'll see you tomorrow on day 11. Most satisfying noises of all time. Good
That
morning,
is a good
everybody. It is
noise.
day 11 of climbing K2.
He's an
It's currently
ASMR
midnight, and
connoisseur.
We're about to make a summit attempt of Karut Pyramid, which is an unclimbed peak that we're using to acclimatize.
So crazy, it's
let our bodies adjust to
unclimbed.
the lack of
That's so
oxygen,
cool.
so we can go climb K2 in the next couple weeks once it's safe. Ooh.
His Hammond from
So
Curly's
pretty much
Arabia.
we
Oh,
got
I didn't
camp right
look.
here, and then we got Karut Pyramid up there. Long way to go to get to the very top of that mountain, but fortunately, we have some decent
Sorry, I'm
moonlight.
taking my
And of
medicine. 1
course,
second.
we got K2 just watching us, seeing, hey man, if you can get past this little minion of mine, maybe I'll let you come on me. Anyways, just went to the bathroom in this bag. Now I'm gonna go finish getting ready. This is how it's done out here. We don't
So
want
cool
any
being
place
with
on the
us. Yeah,
mountain.
so
Let's go.
casually as well. There must be lots of unclimbed mountains around the
That's
famous
it.
ones. Yeah, that's true.
Leaving
I
camp.
didn't really think
We'll see when
about
we're
it.
back. Could be a nice 12 hours.
The reason for starting so early in the morning is primarily because we want to be off the mountain before it gets too warm during the day, as the snow will begin to melt and rocks have the potential to fall and grand slam us. Where we are right now isn't very exposed to rockfall, but as we start working up the main face of Karut and onto the summit ridge, we're really going to need to keep an eye out for anything loose that could tumble.
Crampons on. Now these bad berries. Most
Crampons.
important tool on the mountain.
I don't know. What about the umbrella?
Alright, we got crampons on, spikes on the bottom of the feet so we can climb some steep terrain. And Teray, tell us a little bit about this first section. Why is it sketchy?
We go up a shallow gully between loose rock walls. And there could be a little bit of rock fall this morning.
Gotta stay alert. Got the helmets on for mom.
So now, with our crampons and ice axes out, we're about to start catching some elevation gain as we move up the main face. Before we start climbing, I just want to shout out the Sherpa team who made climbing this peak even possible. As we'll see, a few of the Sherpas on our team are leading and went ahead of us to fix the route with rope, which makes it far easier and safer to climb. Without these guys and the strength of other Sherpas on these mountains such as Everest, 99% of people, especially ex-Minecraft YouTubers like myself, would not be able to climb them.
True,
Time
Sherpas
to
carry the
ascend.
mountain.
In general, let's just pull gently on the rope. The idea is we're walking up the mountain, not hauling ourselves up. Anchors are good, but they're not perfect.
Wow. Little shower.
So as we just heard Teray say, we all needed to be really careful not to tug too hard on the rope since it's warm enough for literal streams to develop. That means the rope that is essentially our lifeline could maybe pop out. The section we're
Wow,
getting
the
onto right
rope
now
is
is
warm
also
enough.
pretty
That's so
rocky, so while
crazy.
climbing it, we're going to need to be really careful not to haul on the rope itself and not to kick rocks onto whoever is below us.
Yeah. Dang, yeah, looks like it does get pretty rocky in here. Just gotta be careful where to step, eh? Yeah, careful, a lot of
It's
loose
so
ones
interesting
right
that
there.
you see certain thick cloth
So far, we've made a
and still
staggering
see what's flowing down. Yeah, it
400
is
feet
super
of gains.
interesting.
After quite a while, we managed to make it up 2/3 of the main face, and luckily made it
But
past
it's so
all
dark,
of the
I
loose
wonder if
rock
you can see the
sections.
stars.
But now
Oh
it
yeah,
was
there
beginning to
must be
snow,
like
which is
zero
actually a
light
good thing, since that'll
pollution.
make
Yeah.
climbing K2 safer for when we do.
The
and
stars
since
must
I'm
be
keeping
very
entirely in
visible
the
when
north
it's
face
not
layers,
snowing.
I'm not even frazzled.
Dang, that precept's coming in. 3 o'clock. We're just some dudes chilling on a steep slope right now.
Just going for a bit of a walk in the snow.
Exactly, Christmas Day.
Yeah, city.
City just not even tired. Moving through this like a beast. Bad top up over this. Making some good progress in this whiteout. Sheesh. Super steep slog we've been on.
Wow, so
Dang.
pretty.
How many times have you climbed K2?
6 times.
6 times. What about Everest?
Everest 11.
Savage.
11 times. Whoa.
I feel very confident up here with these guys.
Can we shout this man out in the comments? Not only did he fix pretty much this whole route going up Karut, but he has the most amount of K2 summits out of anybody in the world. I don't
What?
deserve to be climbing with this man.
That is
Anyways,
so
the
cool.
sun was just now giving us some good light, and we were approaching the top of the ridge, where we will regroup and start
I would
pushing
feel like
for
I
the
was in
summit.
such good hands if
that
I
the
was doing
summit over
something
there?
that crazy.
Oh, not see from here. So yeah, it's a tough climb.
I know. Looks like it.
We only have about 1 more hour left of the group
Yes,
watch, by the way.
yes. All right, so before we go up there, taking a nice rest. Well-deserved rest. But
In
here we
case
are.
you wanted a little check-in.
Beautiful whiteout conditions. Got a little bit of visibility, but just slogged up
Cosmo.
that was brutal. But now we're at 20,400 feet. We've broken the 20,000s. Good stuff. So the route continues up this. The rope's gonna get a little bit mixed, it looks like. Pretty exciting. But we are just in this mountain mystic zone.
I'm not really
Rest of
feeling
the
the
team
best,
is
so
still
sorry
coming
if
up.
I've gone
So
a
now it's
bit,
gonna start getting super interesting from here.
bit
Not only
quieter.
steep, but a little
Do
bit
you
more
know-
technical on some rock and all that. So that'll be fun stuff.
Do you know when you feel bad and then
Yeah, Burba.
you're scared to tell anyone? Because if you tell
Base
anyone,
camp.
it kind of makes it feel like
We're
it's
all the way
worse.
back down there. Alrighty, so we're
kind
all
of
up
what's
here.
happening
Just got some
right
food
now.
and water in, getting fueled. And now they're heading up. Of course, there's
So
no data
I'll
on this
take it
climb
easy.
'cause
Maybe
it's
I'll be a little bit
unclimbed, so,
quieter as we
this
watch.
isn't the
but-
summit. The summit is behind it somewhere, another while longer. But they're currently trying to find the best route through right now. They're kind of gonna fix a route, see what's going on.
Yeah.
Because currently there's like a rope that goes up that looks super technical. There's also a possibility of going to the right, but I don't think they're doing that. So they're gonna figure it out, and then we're gonna head up.
So Teray and Siddi signaled us to come up after checking out the ropes that were previously fixed and what the route was like. We were now about to get fully on the ridge of Karut Pyramid and begin to do some fairly technical climbing over loose rock, ice, and snow.
Let's get up this rock tower here. Burba, do you think the rope is safe to weigh? Is this rope safe to weigh?
Did you do monster? Not really.
Is that a yes?
Wow.
I don't know, no
I
answer.
had maybe like 1 gulp.
So hold on to the rock. If
I'd
it's-
say the can is
stable.
90% full.
small rocks.
But yeah, as you can see, the start of this ridge is pretty steep and absolutely chopped. There's just so much loose rock, so making sure not to stumble and knock boulders onto the Aussie below me is crucial.
Yeah, that's so scary that you could
Dang.
kick rock
That
on
was
someone and
spicy.
really hurt them.
Ooh, gnarly section right there. Wow.
Gnarly. Is this the peak?
Crazy cornice ridge right here.
Being fully on the ridge finally revealed where we were in the mountains, and it was absolutely stunning. But now we had to ascend the sketchiest pitch so far, which consists of, once again, loose rock, snow, and ice, which was going to need extreme caution and focus to get over safely.
Can we trust the fixed line? All right, we're nearing some sort of sub-summits or the summit, not sure. Gonna jug up the fixed lines here, but definitely gonna need to have some good footwork. Just steep drop off. Holy smokes. And that cornice ridge too is insane. Alrighty, wish me luck.
What? Is there a lot of climbing like this on Paiju?
The man not covering his face hurts me. Which one? Which one isn't covering his face? The main character.
Ooh. Yeah, it's loose. Yeah, that was scary.
Yeah, what are you doing up there? I'm climbing a mountain right now. Can't you see? Look at my hands.
Yeah, this is absolute killer right here. Do not grab that. That was fun. Dang, that looks gnarly.
Miwa, your voice is so deep. Yeah, well, when I was climbing,
Super technical.
when I was climbing this mountain, the snow had
really cool ridge here.
really hurt my throat.
It's pretty wild. Definitely need to be
Sorry.
wary of this side. This is all corniced. But you can see it just heads straight up this ridge. This is freaking gnarly, dude. Holy smokes.
Everything's
Big drop.
gnarly.
They're going up, then we'll follow. All right, continue ascending.
Party in Hollywood.
Woohoo. Nice little chute there. Dang, steep. This is legit. That was the steepest thing all day, I think. Except for that one ice pitch, but now we're gonna traverse around this big horn here. Gotta stay close to the rock as much as possible. Mega sketch cornice. As Teray is doing, a professional at work. Gonna get nice and personal with this rock here.
So to the left of this rock is a massive overhanging cornice, which is snow that if you stepped on hard enough would collapse beneath you and send you flying down the mountain. So you know damn well I'm gonna be hugging this boulder for my life.
Really solid work, man. You're navigating this really well. You guys are doing such a good job. This has actually been like one of the most fun Himalayan Karakoram climbs I've done. That was sick.
It must be
Coming
so
up
cool
there.
to climb something that's been unclimbed. So dangerous, but it must be a really good feeling.
Woo. Let's get to the top. Oh, there's still a little bit left to go. Not summit yet, eh? Nope.
Just here, not possible.
I keep thinking they're about to reach it and they
But very dangerous.
keep going.
Blue eyes.
Oh. So that's what's separating you from the
Not
true
fixed,
summit.
yeah, not fixed that way. Fixed line, not possible.
So the real summit's too hard to get to, eh?
I try this way, but more far.
Ah. Well, if you can't do it, I don't know who can.
So Sydney was just explaining that from here on out, the ridge is pretty wild and way too dangerous to continue fixing and climbing because of the route's conditions.
And this is the last location City has fixed. Absolute mad lad to fix all that.
Honestly, I didn't mind it at all. We still made it to 20,700 feet, which had
The
some
ship is
amazing
climbing
views
on the
and was also
roots.
great
If
for
that was crazy
acclimatization.
considering
so
we
now,
didn't
when
have
we do
info on
go
it.
ahead
Yeah,
and attempt
super
K2,
cool.
our bodies will be ready to handle the altitude.
I guess we're calling this our summit. Thank you. Thank you so much. You gave us a very fun time and a fun climb. Let's go. People better be making edits of this and use this shot. Okay, we've acclimatized. Good adventure.
Further
Time to
edits.
go down. Sheesh. This is crazy. Crazy spot. It is a good spot.
Now for the descent, we really have to make sure we do everything right and stay focused. As I showed in some of the previous videos, we're going to be lowering ourselves on the fixed lines using this golden figure 8, which creates as much friction on the rope as I allow with my hands. That way we can descend the mountain safely and efficiently as long as we don't make any stupid mistakes.
Nuts. Clean. Alright, I'll see you later.
What is with the accent?
Okay. Rope free. Look at him go. That's Sherpa speed right there.
That's crazy.
To the left here, don't want to
He's running down the mountain.
knocking down these corners. Ain't no way. Careful.
So now, to finish off our rappels, we're back on that super steep and rocky slope we came up earlier, which means we needed to be nice and agile on the feet since not only is our entire team below us, but they also wouldn't see a rock coming since they're facing the descent.
Rock! Finally,
Oh damn, yeah, I like the
we out of there. Alrighty,
like
we're off all the
steepness of the
danger
mountain.
stuff. Got some water
A
in,
rock
trying to
must
recover,
say, you know, must
and
got
we're
the
just gonna arm
speed so
wrap ourselves
fast.
down the rest of this John. And of course, as soon as we're chilling here on our way down, it's clearing out. Got Broad Peak over there, where we just were. And do we have our next challenger? Ooh, holy smokes, that thing is huge. And now you can kind of see like the bottleneck and ice rack from here. Descending time. Oh, beautiful.
Now, rather than rappelling with the figure 8, we're going to descend the less
Will you
steep
ever climb
and
a
less
mountain,
technical
Mia?
face of Karut by simply
Out
threading
of the
rope through our
8,000
arms to create
peaks,
friction
I'd
and
only
lower
climb
ourselves slowly. Of course, if we do let go of the
Kilimanjaro.
rope, we will slide all the way down to the next anchor, which could be quite a long ways away. So we definitely need to stay focused
that
and
one
sturdy
is,
on our feet.
This is wild.
You can hike that one instead of, you know, actually climb it.
So swap over here to the next anchor point.
I think it's Kilimanjaro. So I think it's
Drop down
considered,
again.
you know, a lot more safe.
And that's a descent of whatever this peak was called. 8 hours later, we have arrived back at our camp site. Actually about 8.5 hours to be exact. We got as high as we could and we acclimatized and had fun climbing finally. Trying to walk back fully into camp, and of course there's just this damn crevasse that has to be blocking us.
The climbing experience
Alright,
needed
y'all,
for
that is gonna do it for
Kilimanjaro.
day
Only
11
fitness and a
of
bit of
climbing
altitude.
K2, which has a giant cloud over it now,
Acclimatization.
so
Yeah.
fingers crossed
It's-
we can
it's
get
the
some
most
snow.
normie
I have no idea what's
friendly
in
one.
store for the next couple weeks. Really hope
I'd
that
like
it
to do
snows
the
because
trek to
not
base
gonna lie,
camp
guys,
for
it is
Mount
really worrying
Everest, but
that if it is dry and we don't get any precipitation or snow to make the mountain more stable, then like it's game over. We're not even going to be able to go up to Camp 1. So that would absolutely suck. And I really hope that doesn't happen. But we're going to stay hopeful. It's only day 11 and we got time. So thank you all for watching. I'll see you tomorrow as we go
yeah,
back
I'd
to
really
base
like
camp.
to do the
I'll see you
base
tomorrow.
camp trek for Mount Everest one day, but
K2 is a
would
savage
a bit
mountain
expensive.
that tries to kill you. Good morning, everybody. It is day 12, I think, of
Those who
climbing
know.
K2. We're currently just packing up our camp after our
Wait, I really need to pee,
acclimatization.
so mini toilet break. Be right back, smiles. And then we will commence with the final 40 minutes. Pee break. BRB.
Climb of Karut's pyramid,
Hello.
which again we did because we wanted to get to a higher elevation, so our
I have
body could
such a
create more
nice
red
hand
blood
soap.
cells.
It's
So when we actually
spiced
do go
pumpkin
and climb
and vanilla
K2, which is
latte.
the next main
So
objective,
fancy.
it's currently in the clouds. Our bodies are much more well prepared to do so. So yeah, we're just getting all of our stuff together,
Hello,
and
Mia.
then we're gonna
Hello.
head back down
Welcome
the
back.
glacier,
Thank you.
same one that we came up a few days ago to get back up here. And we're gonna
Sorry,
be in
I'm
base
not
camp
feeling
while we
very well.
wait for a good opportunity to go for the summit of K2.
Back to best camp.
This camp was always a little bit strange. There's always these crevasses right next to the bathroom in our backyard, but we're gonna have like a few hours of just traversing down this glacier here. It gets pretty messy, so
I changed
It'll
mine
be
to
a
a
fun
berry
time.
one now that it's getting
So,
crazy.
the only thing
Ooh, I
separating
love
us
that.
from safety at K2 Base Camp is miles of extremely crevasse
Yeah, we
ridden
got a
glacier that
pumpkin
Purva
one
and
now
I
that
will
it's
definitely need to
cozy.
rope up for at some points. We plan on taking a faster but also more broken up route compared to the one we took when we came up, so today is likely gonna be a crevasse jumping extravaganza.
big crevasse stretching all the way right here. Wee, bro. Yeah, luckily, like we said before, it's very dry.
My last hand soap smelled way too
so
delicious,
those
like
crevasses aren't really
strawberry
hitting.
cookies.
Now, most of the crevasses are very
That
noticeable.
does sound
There
super
are a few
good.
sections where you got this soft snow, And you got these guys coming in.
A really basic hand
skirt
soap
those.
scent that I like is milk
Guy
and
kinda
honey.
forgets, you know, if you see a flat
A very,
snow
very
patch
classic,
like
but
this,
always very nice.
but you got a big line coming through and it disappears, you can assume it's covered by this stuff. So, all right, so we're at the same little snowfield we had to cross last time. There could be some hidden dangers in here. So Purba's whipping out the rope, gonna get on this together. So if one of us fell in, the other could stop them. This is probably the sketchiest bit right here we got to get through. And from here on out, you can see most of the crevasses. Getting that rope. Thank you. We just got a little tie-in point here. It's gonna go right onto my harness, so Purba and I are connected to each other. So that way if I go down, I'm bringing you with me. Just kidding.
Once again, it was time to roll the dice on this suspicious crewmate glacial snowfield. We did make it over safely last time, but as we saw yesterday, we did get some fresh snow, so we need to be extra cautious just in case anything got covered up.
You never know what could be lurking underneath here. And that is exactly why we want to focus on keeping this slack out of this rope in between us. You see Purba's kind of just eyeing it out. He's even probing the snow with his pole in front of him just in case it goes through. But
When are
fortunately,
we all
it is pretty
going
cold out
to climb
this
a
morning,
mountain? Never.
and it's early. No sun.
The little holes look so sissy. Everything is
Makes it a
sissy.
bit more stable.
If you think about
So you got
it.
this big boy stretching. And you can see
Everything's
those ones to the
sissy.
left there. Those could easily be stretching to the right here.
Sissy.
Oh, damn. This is kind of spooky. You can also identify sagging in the snow. And that can be a telltale sign of one of these. This big boy. That's the sketchiest part right there for sure. Now we're
No
gonna get back
mountains.
onto
Would
this,
you
like,
want to climb a mountain this
rocky
dangerous?
dirt
I
stuff,
never would.
which gives us much more
Even
visibility
aside
of
from
any
the money costs,
potential holes and cracks.
I would never want to.
So now we are back onto the more rocky, barren glacier, which despite being more wide than the ones in the snowfields, the crevasses are much more noticeable. So if you fall in one, it's more of a skill issue than a luck issue.
Oh dang, that is a good sized one.
Calling it a skill issue is crazy.
Alright, taking off the rope temporarily. Pretty safe terrain here. But we'll have some big jumpers coming in soon. Ooh, gnarly one right there. It is just so freaking dry out here. Yeah, roping back up. It's too dang broken out here. Like my hearts.
Like your soul.
I've been through a lot, guys.
Oh yeah.
You have been through a lot.
Like I haven't been able to check Instagram in almost 2 weeks now. Yeah, it is crazy on this glacier. But fortunately,
Why would anyone go
all the
through
way
that?
down
It's so
there in the
dangerous.
light, we can see base camp. So
Wow.
that's our home.
I
our
guess
objective
we'll
we're trying
never
to
know.
reach right now. Once again, you can see
It would
the
be
standard route of
interesting to
K2
know
just shooting up into the
There's
clouds
reasons,
right
I
here.
guess.
Please get more snow up there. Fortunately, you haven't heard much rock fall this morning, have you?
No.
I haven't heard much today
When
so
I
far.
looked at the thumbnail
Let's
of the
do
stream, I thought you were streaming
back on the
climbing a
rope.
mountain.
It's gonna get once again pretty
Yeah,
dicey
sorry,
in
I
here.
did set it up as clickbait a little bit.
Yeah, it looks like you got some huge ones over there. Yeah, let's make sure before you do any big jumps that the rope's not caught on one of these. I don't want to bottleneck
Check
you.
on Magnus.
Ooh, we going the fun route?
I didn't know how
like
to
your
say
style,
that. You
Burma.
might like his stuff. Yeah,
Oh,
you're the
yeah.
second person to recommend that channel today. I will have to check them out.
Woo. Dang! Look at this. Ooh, on the snow bridge. Let's get off. Oh, messy. High risk, high reward play. Now we just got this nice.
No,
section
someone else
Making good
suggested it.
progress through here. All right, I think we made it
Oh,
through the
you,
bulk of the
oh, it's
sketch
your
stuff.
alt
Now
account.
we've got this nice glacier highway
Why are you
to
using
walk
two
down
different
for as long as
accounts?
you can.
Little did I know, we were not done with the bulk of the sketchy stuff, because we still had quite a ways to go to get back to base camp, and some of the crevasses were about to get diabolical.
We must catch up to the crew. Go, go, go. Oh, come on, that was a ship shop and a half. Oh, ooh, very nice. We're hitting a rock. We're rocking right now. Let's go. Ooh, dang. Guess we're not done with
Would
the
you
sketchy
play
stuff,
Peak for
but
some climbing
these
fun?
things ones are noticeable.
I wanted to play Peak really badly, but I don't have anyone to play it with, and also I feel like I'm really late
Crevasses
to
are
it
so
now.
cool. At least when you can admire them from the outside. Yeah, another big one. Oh, good jump. Ho, 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 ho. Bam. Let's go. Ah, I can do it.
Jump it on your own time.
No.
I mean, if you want to play, just do it. Yeah, but
sorry, I
I
had
feel like
to.
it's way more fun if it's with friends.
No way around this one.
Or at least it looks
Other
that
than getting
way.
on the sharp end. Boom. Nice. Whole squad on snack break. Nothing like a good old snack break after jumping some crevasses.
I then spent the entire snack break desperately trying to set my camera up on something to film myself, which took so long, everyone else started to get up to leave, so I didn't even get to enjoy my snack very much.
I gotta finish my hungy, which you guys can get for 15% off with my link. Whoa, dang. Beauty formation right here. That's a big word. Not sure what that means.
That's what those guys ahead of you were just fondling. Isothermic snow.
What were they doing? Fondling it?
That's what they were doing.
I see what the isothermic snow hype is about now. This stuff is sick. It's like crystallized in chunks. You see, this could either be a very fun place or a very scary place.
Maybe both.
You have a poop bag right in front of me, but I'm not even stressing about it. Ooh, that's a steep one. Love it. All right, we've pretty much reached the flatter part of this glacier. Still a bit messy, but no more giant crevasses like there were back up there. So we just gotta slog back to camp now. Back through the snow desert.
Snow desert.
Shout out these fellas. Met us just at the end of the glacier and brought us some Coca-Cola. You already know we're gonna down
What?
this. With the cloudy
That's
view
cool.
of K2. This rock is gonna collapse any day now. Come on. It's hanging in there. And here we are. Home sweet home. Just yesterday we were on top of that peak in the clouds.
Hello, it is me again. It is currently raining, which definitely fits the vibe right now. We've gotten settled into base camp, very nice, home sweet home, but pretty worried and just overall stressed out about this whole trip right now. As you guys know, and as I've been saying the last week or so, K2 is extremely dry. There's so much rock fall, it's so dangerous to climb, like it hasn't seen this much dryness in a long time, according to people who have been here and are K2 veterans. But it's so dangerous, nobody's going up, and the forecast doesn't look too promising. We keep getting this nice gloomy atmosphere where we'll get like this much snow, but we need like this much snow. Literally it's just a waiting game and seeing if something is gonna change, which like mentally drives me insane. I wanna have hope. I wanna at least, you know, have a certainty that in a week it's gonna snow and then we can go push up to the summits. But I don't have that, so I'll let you guys know what happens over the next few days. Hopefully we have some updates and some weather does come in. You never really know out here, but yeah, I'll see you tomorrow.
Must be
Good
so
morning, everybody. It is
frustrating
day
not
13,
knowing.
14, and 15 of climbing K2. Over the next few days, we're just going to be having a good time at base camp while we wait for K2 to get more snow, which will make it safer for us to climb. From practicing ice climbing technique out on the glacier, visiting a beautiful memorial for everybody who has passed on K2, and collecting over 200 pounds of trash in one single day, it ended up being quite an exciting time out here in base camp.
This is what we want to see. Day 13 of climbing K2 out here. K2 sitting in the clouds. We're getting this nice mix
I'm
of
sorry,
snow
Mia, I'm
and
getting
rain.
too tired. You don't have to
Occasionally, what
apologize
we're
to
looking
me.
for, we definitely need a little bit more.
Like I said,
You
if
don't
you want
wanna
any
watch?
shots
You
of
don't
getting up
watch?
K2 and not getting grand slammed by a rock, we're gonna need a
Good
bit more
night.
snow than a few pieces of
Chickens.
hail like we're getting
Tuck,
right
tuck.
now. Apparently, some
Whoa,
weather
his
is
hands
supposed to
looked
move in
crazy.
later though, so before it gets too bad, we're actually gonna head out onto the glacier to do some climbing so we're prepared for when we do go up K2.
Still no snowstorm, but we got a sick top rope session going on this nice glacier ice. Pretty good time. All right, climbing.
Because we've already done quite a bit of practice going up fixed lines with an ascender, today I wanted to have a little bit more fun by mock leading on this steep pinnacle using ice axes and ice screws. Leading snow and ice is one of the most challenging and dangerous forms of climbing you can do. This is because if you are leading, you have to go first to set up the rope, which means you're not going to have a rope securing you from a fall until you make it to the top. In this case, I am attached to a top rope, which does secure me above the ground, but I'm going to be climbing with as perfect technique as I can and also place screws into the ice as if my life depended on them.
Okay,
Wow, those screws are cool.
good take.
Now, because crampon technique is so crucial on K2, I thought it'd also be fun to try and climb the pinnacle without any ice axe tools. This means I am literally forced to only use my legs and my feet, which is actually how you want to climb fixed lines on K2 versus jugging up with your arms.
That's cool.
Oh. It's kind of nice, like you have this sidewall, you can shimmy. Alright, take.
Knowing that we may be in base camp for an extremely long time, waiting for the conditions on K2 to become more safe, you sometimes just gotta get creative with how you pass the time. After we finished up that banger session, the weather continued to show more precipitation and snow, which is exactly what we want to improve K2's rockfall problem. And then, fellas, on day 14, we woke up exactly to this, and the most beautiful morning we've had so far.
Day 14 of climbing K2 updates. We got some big snow last night. It was actually pretty beautiful. First time we've seen snow. I mean, the sun was just hitting it nice this morning. K2 was looking beautiful. The issue is it's still extremely warm and the sun seems to be coming out soon. Hopefully, you know, I'm hoping just everything starts to deteriorate and we get even more snow, but that's probably unlikely. We didn't get that much. Like we got like a few inches, which I mean, it's good, but we need more than that to be able to safely go up K2. Alrighty, new objective for the day. We're going to what's called the Gilkey Memorial. Get some steps in, get the blood flowing. But essentially, an
It's
American
cool he's
climber
going to the
way back
memorial.
long ago died, and they made a memorial all the way over here.
Yeah, I've
but
watched
they've also
videos
written all the
about
names of
the person who
following
passed.
climbers who have died on K2 on it. So it's like this huge memorial for everyone who has died on the Savage Mountain. So we're gonna take a little trek down to see it. And here they are. It's pretty cool that they put these here so they don't get moved by the glacier.
So it's actually quite a scramble to get up to the Gilkey Memorial, but upon reaching the top of the trail, you're greeted with countless different plaques, all with the name of people who have died attempting to climb K2. I'm really glad we all came up here because it definitely put a sense of scale to the deaths that have occurred on K2. When you simply see it on a Wikipedia page or you look up the statistics and Google AI tells you, it just isn't the same. But after actually seeing these many
Not
names,
Google
some
AI.
of their faces and their belongings, it became so much more personal and reminded me that these people were just as excited and ambitious about climbing K2 as I am right now. Anyways, for the rest of the day, we did some final fixed line training on the pinnacles, as with the snow that's coming down right now, it could be looking promising to finally make a move up K2 in the next week or so. So if that didn't make you want to invest in this K2 climb already, we also woke up to day 15 with once again even more snow.
We got some more snow. And it's looking like more might be on the way. And a lot of people are moving on K2 right now. So, you know, ropes are getting fixed, camps are getting stocked, everything like that, which is pretty good news. So we're just gonna hope things keep flowing in this direction. And I'm starting to have a little bit of hope again, fellas. But I don't want to have too much expectations right now, so.
Because we are likely going to be making a move tomorrow, today we did want to do another big trash pickup around base camp once all the snow melted and the waste becomes visible. And I'll tell ya, we had an absolutely massive squad to help with the cleanup today, so it was easily going to bring in the most waste and interesting finds so far.
Alright, so as you can see, all of this snow out here in base camp has pretty much melted, so we're gonna do a little cleanup action. We've got a massive squad going here. We're gonna check all the areas of base camp that we didn't check beforehand. Hello. How's it going?
Thank you.
Yeah, as stated in the previous day, this is all thanks to you guys. We're able to fill up these bags of trash and then
Sorry,
actually
guys.
get them hoarded out of here and even hire help right now because there's a lot of it and it costs
Speak
quite a
too
bit to
much
actually
right
remove
now.
it. Not only to move it, but to get it off of the mountain because we're in the middle of nowhere. So yeah, we're just gonna make our way along the
Really
glacier here because this is where most of it
have,
makes
like,
its way onto the area. It's usually by the
2
glacier.
more to go,
We're just gonna see
so
what
I
goodies we can
wanna,
find. It's always pretty exciting.
I
You
wanna
never know what
finish it even
might
if I
strike
have
gold
to
out
mute
here,
the
you know?
whole time.
Like, come on.
I
Come
hope
on,
that's
fresh
okay,
toilet
because
paper
I
just for a guy
want
like me?
everyone to
Oh,
watch
why
it.
did I touch that? It's alright, gotta get it out of here. Alright, that's treasure number 1. I found a jackpot down here. There's like 2 massive bags of trash that was just dumped. Oh, damn. Oh, that's nasty. Get in there. Excavation process underway here. Get that big bag. Oh my gosh, it's literally full of trash. Well, that's a full bag right there. There's just so much more over here. Which goofy goober was doing this, dude? This is awful.
That was a good one.
Okay, so I take back what I said the other day about picking up trash being fun. This was kind of disgusting, but the good news is that we probably already broke our record for how much we've collected in a single day.
Another jackpot over here, massive bags. Bags on bags. Yeah, Burba. Let's get it. The trash pickup operation is thriving. 2 guys there, 1 there. 2, 4, 7 more. Shout out Josh here for lugging around this metal box, a wooden.
My dream PC
He's
case.
dedicated to the grind. 1 bottle, 2 bottles, 3 bottles. Get him out. He just found an old ice screw. Good find, City, good find. All right, so this is the haul right here. Oh, it's like 5 full bags, random things What a good squad.
So, we ended up collecting a staggering 111 kilos, which is 245 pounds of trash out of K2 base camp.
That's crazy.
Come on! So in total, from this pickup and the last pickup, we're at over 300 pounds of trash so far.
Solid day, very successful. Tomorrow, we're gonna head up to Advanced Base Camp, right at the base of the climbing K2 route. Do some more cleaning, like I said, and just acclimatize. It'll be fun to head up there, get moving until we can actually climb K2 itself. So, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Alrighty, good morning everybody. It is day 15 of climbing K2. As you can see, it is a stunning morning out here today. Not a cloud in sight. Oh, never mind, we got some up on K2. So the plan for today is to sleep at Advanced Base Camp
Let
tonight,
me just
which
check
is
how
just at
long
the
this
base
left,
of the
please.
Abruzzi route here. So we'll be able to see the whole route going up K2, which will be pretty cool. We'll be able to see how bad the rockfall is. If
Wait, it's like 40 more minutes. Would you rather watch it in silence or watch it another day? Which would you prefer? There's 40 minutes left. Another day? Okay. Well, sorry to end stream very abruptly. I'm in a lot of pain. So I will go lay down. Thank you for joining me, lippers. Bye bye.